Close one. Man, 4-minute queue and we get that. Crazy. Kylan. Oof, he's gonna take some jesting. How's your day been? Paul, and anything interesting? Thank God they just give us the exact same lobby. I've been so pissed if they made me wait another 3 minutes. Cool. Good turn and shot by teammate. We're gonna have to get used to this Batmobile. I don't know Zachas is that far forward, my bad. Very good job by Apex though. Just loaded a top section of a wind tower, that's it. I scored him tomorrow. Ooh. Hey Jacoby. Man, I was really hoping Moth wouldn't get there. That works. Jump. I was really hoping for a slightly different outcome on that flick. Trying to get a double on that one. Don't worry. It's fine. I can get this. Hi, Dev. What's up? Okay, Outcast. Outcast? My boy? Nice. Wait, I didn't steal it? I mean, good goal, teammate. I was not trying to steal it. Kyle, whoa, thank you for the 1,000 jewels. What the heck? The silent but deadly one. I really hate how YouTube doesn't allow me to get alerts on that. It's a very strange thing. Nice. Oh! Cool. I'll take that. Yeah, I had to pick up a new controller today because my old one, the R1, it hit the ground and it just didn't move. It's like locked in place, and then because it's locked, R2 is also locked in place. So it's just like really awkward situation where like my R1 and R2 were not able to be pressed. That's just a goal. So yeah, we're on a new one now. We're adjusting a little bit. Not sure why we're adjusting while I'm playing the Batmobile. I don't know. I saw it in my game. I saw it in my cars, and I was like, true OGs remember when Alpha Console allowed you to change the tires in the Batmobile. Unfortunately, that's not a thing anymore. Anime Zort, that's pain, but it's fixable. It is, but I had a warranty. I had a warranty on my controller, so I just took it into Best Buy. I was like, can I have a new one? And they were like, sure. And then they just gave me a new one. So I was like, okay. What's up his ceiling? You don't know my house. Not a huge fan of Elsie, just kind of standing there and watching. but he's just kind of watch for half a second. Why even go if you're not gonna chow? Oh no, we have the meme name Scare Abuser. Dude. Dude, this guy is such a virgin. Oh. Dude. Oh, this isn't a party. All they're doing is going for these freaking demos. Ah! Very doable. Where are my assistants? I like the part where Elsig is directly behind me in GC3. Interesting. Interesting rotation. Actually, I don't even know if we are GC3 right now. I'm in dead ass. Hello, Vengeful One. It has been so long that I don't know you. When's the last time you were here? Okay, try to play that hard block. A few weeks back? Oh, damn. Okay, well, then there you go. Hey, Catter. Okay, we'll just let him hit that. Almost in. Did you lose subscribers? I don't think so. Stop touching the ball! Ah! Views are down? Obviously, views are down. I told you guys that. I'm out of the algo. Pretty much every YouTuber's views are down, unless your name is Alpha Cup. Or maybe Chief Beef on streams. Coconut. Oh. What did YouTube do? YouTube didn't do anything. I just haven't been posting as much. My streams have been inconsistent. So if you stream every day, you can get some good viewership, but not always. Imagine a world in which my teammates had any urgency about the fact that we're down by one. I don't know why we're always on the far side of the field. I literally just tried to fake and play his 50, and then he also whiffed. Crazy. Well. Well. Elsig. my god, dude. That 1000% did not hit the ground. Wait, I need the replay of that. What the heck was that? I literally was underneath that ball. Yeah, F this carve, that's what it's gonna do to me. What the heck was that? That bounced straight up and it's like, nope, that's game. Oh, I don't know about that. That was a weird ghost touch. That ball went straight up. There's no shot that didn't get kept up. All right, well, yeah, we're not using that one. Al said trash talk me after staring at the first goal going in, so I can't have that happen. I just gotta shoot on target consistently. I just gotta put it on target. I don't want to place it anymore. I'm literally just gonna make sure, guarantee that the ball's on target. That's it. Any advice for a new content creator? Upload. And then the more you upload, the more you learn from what you're uploading. Because you look at your analytics. When are people tuning out, you know? Fix that. How to make your videos more engaging. Pay attention to analytics. Look at trending videos in your area, in your niche. $14 months? Yeah, I'm very confused how you're already getting another remembering. I feel like you probably just didn't remember in time, and so you probably remembered, and then it renewed your new month, and then you got the notification for the new month. It probably like banks for like the whole month, and then once your new one comes in, then it renews. Hit with a massive loading screen? Owned. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it. Like, you say my name? I would never say your name, anime. How dare you? How dare you insinuate that your name would come up? I did 13-1 last time I was in stream. It was just perfect timing? Maybe. Can't stream yet? That's because you have to create. You must create, buddy. Everyone plans stuff out too way too much. Sometimes you just gotta launch yourself at the projects, you know? I will admit, chat, we are jumping into these games without any warm-up. I kind of just queued up. I was supposed to queue like 20 minutes ago before I realized my, or 45 minutes ago, then my controller broke. These guys are so good at the game. Nice. Trying really hard. I mean, because they're busy though. Okay, well, you just gotta keep uploading, man. Gotta learn from what you're uploading. What's working, what's not. What works, try to emulate, iterate on. Make different versions. And then when you continue to experiment a little bit later on, you get better. Whoa, a guy! Start the dodo goal high. Hiya.
Haven't done it in a while. Might as well start the dono bar high. You the go tackle man. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji.
Fire emoji. Thank you, one guy, Jack. We're officially at $19.99, just short of 20. Things we like to see. Thank you, Jack. Hopefully you're doing well. Trying to hit it over him, but it didn't quite work. Got a bit too underneath it. Outcast is in no man's land. That's what we call no man's land, chat. He's moving forward with no boost on a ball that is 100% going to be aerialed. I don't know what he's doing here. Go to the corner and then turn away. Fire emoji. I don't know why I can't do a full dollar amount. It's Android versus, I think Kyle figured it out as, or maybe Birdie, one of the mods, said the Android versus Apple. I think Apple rounds down and then Android rounds up. Or not rounds down, but it keeps it at 99. Whereas Android, I think, allows you to do a full dollar. And you're for like, no, I'm on that, blah, blah, blah. So it worked, then switch those. It just, one does one way and one does the other. Sure. Fire Smooshy. It's a me, yes. What's your rank? A detective. This is pretty low for what we normally are. This is like GC2. We're like a game or two off GC3, so we just gotta complete these games. Okay, I wasn't too worried about that. Oh, I thought you were just handing it off to me, so I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then he kept driving. I was like, oh, never mind. Sure. 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 Oh, got a bit too underneath that. It's fine. Outcast, nice dribble. All right. Good save. Kind of fell on it, but low key. That's fine. Takes 50. Excellent. Yeah, my bad on that one. Luckily that's saveable. Nice. Tried to get a little bit of a light touch just to put it just up the line, but overflew it. I love tacos. Hello, I like basic wisdom. So I guess we complement each other. Okay, good dub. That's got to I'd have to leave stream. All right, well, I'll make sure you sub or you like, and we'll see you on the next one, I guess. All right, chaining them together, chat. Slowly get back up there. Basic wisdom. Hey, they were $5.
Love your butt.
Appreciate you, basic wisdom. Very kind of you. Much thanks. Puts us just under 25. Nice, good goal. Kind of a weird giveaway. Imagine I resort to begging for subs though. Boo! If you ever do that, you should stop content creation. I'm gonna be dead ass. If you ever make a video begging for subs, most people swipe away when they see it. Shut up. You know? Any content like that is so cringe. That freaking sound. Why do you create content if only 300 people view it? Oh, because I know if 300 people view it, then I've made 300 people's days brighter, blah, blah. It's like, shut up, dude. Just fucking make good content. That's it. Just you make stuff, it works. Some things work, some things don't, and then you iterate. That's it. That's literally what all content creation is. Oh no. I'm just so used to no one being where I expect them to, so I'm like, oh, I'll just jump in front of that. I did not expect the double. Well, bad positioning by me anyway. What is going on with my resets lately? That made no sense why that was a lag one. I think I might be in. Okay, cool. ASMR. ASMR isn't cringe. ASMR is a type of thing, you know? Like whatever people want. Nice. As soon as I boot up my laptop, 10,000 things are trying to open. That's bloatware, buddy. You gotta uninstall it. Watch Spider-Man ASMR? Huh? It never made my day brighter. I know that. Couldn't agree more, Kyle. Well, ASMR isn't like, I think at the end of the day, if people enjoy ASMR, there's a purpose for it. If the whole point of it is specifically to be cringy, that's different. But like, if people actually like it and they enjoy it, then whatever. If it's not for me, it's not for me. It's fine. I just hate the type of content creation that's literally all about uploading something with the audio or the text. Literally just like, no one seems to like my videos. Why do I even try making content? I put so much time into it. I'm like, whine. Like, dude, come on. Like, I know for a fact if you just actually spent more time looking up trends and trying to edit, you'd probably do better. But you don't want to do that. You just want the free road. So I don't understand people who also like ask for shoutouts. Dude, do you have any idea how little shoutouts would affect your popularity of a channel? Bang! Bang! Get out of my way! Hey, buddy. Hey, Latin face. What you been up to? Well, it's not even that content creation is easy or hard. It's just like, it's a thing that you can be good at. But when your optimal strategy seems to be, let's just beg for subs and views, it's like, do you actually like, it's like, being good at content creation is enjoying the grind of understanding that you have to like learn how to appeal to people with your content, not just hope that enough people take pity on you to click on your video. I thought I was about to get demoed, so I slowed down. Good personality really helps, well, obviously, but there's plenty of people who are like pretty monotone or whatever that make videos that I like, or at least that other people like. It's about how you present information. No ceiling, okay. Just hoping for a little bit of ceiling. Good, funny personality, you don't have to be funny. I would say charisma definitely can help, but saying that's like the #1 thing you need is a little misguided. Dude, why can I never read a ceiling bounce lately? I don't know what it is. I think like my brain has just turned off that scent part. My laptop is enjoying my presence? Damn. So it's just like the girls at your school. Got him. Turn? Oh! As I turned for that, I was like, I don't know if I have enough boost, and I did not. That was close. I got bruh, I'm dead, yep. All right, one more game for GC3 again. Kinkoto doing fine, brother man. How are you? Good, Jack, good. Enjoy my night, finally relaxing. That was a good one. Well, Airlight's casually at GC2 in here. What's good, Taco Fim Fam? Hello, Tactical. Problem is not talking that video, especially in the beginning. Pick a number between 1 and 10. 10, I guess. He says I have data jog, so I can't lose, fellas. Unlucky. I thought we had a goalie. Just got back from 1 hour massage. Whoa. Gud just got complimented by his teammate, and then Gud just says, nice glaze, hop off it. Brad Clods, thank you for the 10. Oh my god.
Highest guess all day. Congrats.
Literally one piece of love. So when Go would top that first, and I demo him. Nice. Hey, Elijah Joyce. Should I get a friend or two help me with the channel? In what way? I don't know what you mean, help out. Sure. Bang. Like a small team. A small team for what? Dude, seriously, like, if you have the money to hire them as editors or whatever, sure, whatever. Like, what? Kyle first on the leaderboard. Kyle's just simply better right now. What happens if you donate 101? Who really knows? Oh. Oh, that Debo was turning upfield for that, so I was like, oh, let me play it over to him. Kyle's number one in our hearts, exactly. Number one in jersey sales. I aspire to be Yuri one day, just have a bunch of disposable income just to throw it to other streamers that you enjoy. Top right, Cheddar. Halfway through, I was like, I don't know if that's going to be a net positive, me going for that. Nice. Hey, Go Gaming, what's up? What you been doing? What? Eagle turned upfield on that? That's a decision. I started with... Oh. Good job, Deagle. Oof. I was trying to be a little too creative on that. Close one. Best way to do it is eventually just get better. Honestly, you guys should not be making content with the hope of being huge, you know? You should make content to make content. You should enjoy what you're making. If you guys ever are like, this'll be an algo type of upload, I'll do it because this'll bang or whatever, you're not gonna have a good video because it's just simply not gonna be cool. If you enjoy what you're doing, then that is the way to do it. Approach content creation like a hobby first, and then turn it into a type of thing. like adjust your expectations from there. Are you back in GC3 yet? We're literally 1 MMR off. That's some nonsense. A lot of smurfing going on? A little bit. I think the biggest mistake people make is like they try to upload content and they try to make it so perfect and whatever. But just frank, I'm just gonna be dead ass. Unless you are like the GOAT, like you're a savant or something, you're gonna upload stuff and it's not gonna be good. Just straight up. But the thing is, you don't know how to improve until you upload, you know? You gotta upload something and then you slowly make it better by looking at the analytics, specifically the retention graphs. So when do people fade out of your video? Okay, it's 45 seconds long or short and people are clicking off at 22 seconds. What happens around, you know, 20 seconds? And if it's because you added in some unnecessary nonsense, then you're like, okay, next time I know not to edit that, you know? Yeah, I can't overestimate how much the advice of what you're gonna do is always gonna suck in the beginning and then you just slowly get better will help you out so much more than anything else. I just want to entertain people. Well, exactly. That's why you just gotta upload though. But pay attention to your analytics. Analytics are not just nerd stuff. It's literally something that can tell you where people are, you know, not connecting with your video. My hair's gotten so curly, chat. Look at that curl in the front. I didn't even realize that. No one saw that boost I missed twice, don't worry. It's a nice save. No, dude, I wanted to flip reset into the redirect, but I didn't get around enough. That's fine. Prisma. Why? Prisma! He had so much more ability to shoot that if he wanted. Low 50. Bang! Oh! I didn't really have much else to do with that, so I was just like, yeah, it's fine. We'll just get behind it. And sometimes it works that well. There we go. Alrighty. You pass the middle, you're my favorite. It's not my favorite, chat. I think he meant to, though. That's fine. Oh, I didn't realize how open that was. Nice pass. What rank to this? This is just GC3 is one MMR away. So literally, with this win, we'll get GC3. Ooh. Clean enough. Ooh, Prisma, the Salada. Salada. Look at him go here. I gotta say, Debo is really railing on this guy right now, but he is playing very off, so. Hey Mitch, what's up? What's up? What you been up to? All right, we gotta change the. We're still at $34.99. I love it when we get the 99s. 1 cent off from 35. We'll get there one day, Chad. Don't worry. Getting back in the Rockets. The Rockets leagues even. Multiple leagues. Yeah, those are good. Let's see how I bonk him there. Slap. Hey, Broston. Okay. Got a little ahead of that block, chat. All I saw is I got assaulted, and I was like, what the heck? I didn't realize Bandcamp was going by prison yard rules. Alice, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you.
Hope the gig the other day went well. Fire emoji.
It did. We were doing we did Rocket League today. The people really like me though. They're like, if we ever have any Madden gigs in the future, you'll be my first call. I'm like, hell yeah. So very cool of them. Multi-sport tacos here. What? Oh my God! Oh my God! That was sexy. That was so sexy. Sounds like you killed it. I would say it was like a B plus A minus. I like the flow between it was between me and Stacks, and it was a fun experiment to do it. But I definitely was a little bit rusty on some like very specific concepts I needed to touch on. So as I talked through them, I realized like in the moment I'm like, I should have called it that instead. Like there was no outright mistakes in that cast, but it was just like I want to be a little sharper. Oh, wow. Good reaction time. On goal. Ah. This glass you can sharp AF. Yeah, I'm gonna make a post tomorrow. It's Zenny sent these to me. They gave them to me for free because they were sponsoring the gig I did the other day. And yeah, I really like them. My girlfriend was like, man, you look really nice. She helped pick them out. And I was like, all right, well, then I'm gonna keep wearing them. And then outside of that, pretty much everyone on stream has been like, I like the glasses too. So I'm like, all right. My glasses are also Zenny. I mean, what blew me away is that when they were like, how much do these cost? I was like, honestly, I don't remember. And then I looked up the invoice that I sent the guy to order them for me. They were 16 bucks. And I was like, that's it? Like, these are pretty fire. Every single person, even who wears like actual real expensive glasses, were like, these look good. More like 25. Yeah, I love frames that look pretty decent and can actually like not be $7,000. It's made of some whale bone or something like that no one cares about. Bruh. Very adorable. They figure out they are only 16. That's what I'm saying, man. Granted, I don't have like lenses in them because I just need glass because I have 20/20 vision, so I don't need glasses, but still. My first frames are 169, my current is 1999. That's what I'm saying, like, it's good to have good glasses. Like, I know it probably feels great. I think these are blue light, though, so that's an enhancement. So I don't know how expensive they are with blue light in them. But either way, yeah, very cheap glasses, I like them. I have an eye insurance to my job, it's like $4 a month, which is nice. Only covers 1 frame per year, though. Interesting. Must be nice to have 20/20. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's really funny when, like, my girlfriend is, like, trying to read something from far away. She's like, how much, what time is it? I'm like, I look across the room, like 20 or so feet, and then I can read the time off the microwave. She's like, how do you do that? I'm like, well, I just have regular vision, you know? Like, that's just how it is. She's like, I've never been able to do that. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, to someone who really has a trouble with like nearsightedness, that does probably seem like a superpower, even though it's literally just like, okay, it's that time, you know? Fellow 20/20 viewer, hell yeah. They say Taco got himself a girl. I've had a girlfriend for like 7 months. Actually, it's 6 months. I also enjoyed my brand camp day. They got a fire truck to spray us on our last day. Just hose you guys down. Time on my right, on my left is 20/50, and my left eye tries to make double vision with only one eye. Interesting. I'm back. Hello, Super Pain Dude. He took my 3rd place. You gotta work harder, Preston. Matt L is mod now? He is. Matt L and TB are both mods. We were in need of moddage last night, and they were the obvious choices for me. Is she bad? She's very bad. Oh. Invite me? Are you sure, Turret? Are you absolutely sure? You're ready for this? I joined the industry. Yeah, I was just saying, like, in the moment, there was, like, some people that were spamming, and I'm like, you know what? Matt L and TB were my 2 top picks for people who'd be good to mod, because they're here consistently, and also, like, they know the vibe of the stream I'm trying to go for. I'm bad. Sometimes I put banana peels in the trash and not in the compost. Damn. Alice, you're like basically a terrorist. You're like an eco-terrorist right there. Tangerdako. Dash Flandy. Wait, no. Flash Pandy. Plash Fandy. Plash Fandy, there it is. Destroying Earth single-handedly. Literally, if any of you guys have a house on the coast that gets flooded, it's entirely because Alice didn't take the time to compost her banana. That's Plash Fandy to you. Exactly. How is the job going though, Alice? Makes you sad. I can't randomly time out Maddo when I use my catchphrase. Yeah, unfortunately, you're gonna have to adjust. You'll have to find a new person to cyberbully. The nickname was Pashy Flandy in CRL and Prod House for months. Makes sense. Alright guys, I gotta go. See ya, Proston. Wait, what the heck? Buddy and Kinkato got banned from the channel? I did not see that. Yeah, I was like, what happened? Alright, I was gonna hit it down line, just straight out, but... Wait. No, I missed actually for the better. That might be, okay, no, it's wide. Oh my god, he actually let me have that. If I lobbed that, it's a goal. Yeah, we're past that now for hours. Okay, grab some pads. Nice tour. Oh, sorry, Just. Uh-oh, you missed. Just playing for the beat. Bang! Nice, Just. Okay. No, I have a question to talk about. If a mod bans someone, could that person still receive a membership via the random membership? I don't think so. I think it's all unbanned people. That isn't kind of talking about some secret rage queuing called my 18-foot crocky. Dude, don't even, dude. Oh my god. 18-foot crocky is like guaranteed loss. I don't think I ever remember a win with him in like recent memory. It's actually psychotic like how consistently I will just lose by like 2 or 3 goals. I could win every other game. Oh, what? He bailed on my first read and then also got the save off my double. That's skill right there. So 330 points in like 3 games. Yep. That's what you call pange. -4 goals, imagine. That's what I want AI used for in Rocket League. Is they just determine how many goals you're responsible for and then give a net goals rating. Literally, it's like points on the floor versus points on the bench, from the bench or something. Like, hypothetically, if you just didn't play at all, how would this work? I think if you ban someone, they're ineligible to do anything with your channel. I don't, honestly, what I'm curious about is, could you gift someone who's been timed out? Because they're not banned, you know? I don't know if it's just, if timeout is treated on the back end as like basically like you're temp banned. Like you're still banned, it's the same marker, but like you just have less privileges or whatever. Ooh. That's a crazy passing. What says you guys can get 50 subs while timed out? Exactly. Let's time out everyone in chat, and then all of you guys start gifting subs, right? Oh, as I was about to back pass that, oh my god, that was almost a crazy angle. I was gonna pass it down, and then no one was up with me, so I was like, oh, oops. Look at that. I'm back. Welcome back, Vengeful.
Mom, today sucked. I'm not feeling great. People all laughed and they call me names. Was it so tough and the world so lame? Can I have some cash and a ride down to the arcade? This morning blue, I stayed up till 2. People stare at me like I'm trapped in a suit.
Hey, David Huckabee. Tomorrow I'll do a mass timeout, see what works. I'll be a minute or less. You look like slim Jake Gyllenhaal. What do you mean slim, dude? Have you ever seen that man? He's jacked. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. There's no way to know. Truly. Why is 2024 getting passed around to everyone? I think there's just more people queuing it now, Shaq, because the LCQ's coming up. Or at least people are trying to get ready for that. So I think just more people are getting on there. Isn't the contender tag like top 16? I don't know why so many people are in ranked using it, but who knows? Dactyl, they gifted sub to Shaxta. Can't have a member of the mod crew unblinged out on the mods. I'm getting a contender tag next season. Either second and third. Yeah, if RLCS doesn't hire me to cast, I'm just gonna do RLCS runs. I won't stop until I lift that trophy. My 18 Makakia check, that's the team. I can see the vision. I haven't played Rocket League since it was a PlayStation Plus game. Hey, Amy. I mean, yeah, Rocket League is on hiatus for everyone, but hey, it's free now, so. Hey, Tactical, thank you for the gift sub to Latern, or Lattern. Our team name is gonna be 2 truths and a lie. Oof. Hey, Parker Hooten, howdy. guys having a good Thursday? I don't know why I jumped so early on that. Got my Switch 2. Hey, I was just at Best Buy and there were people literally assaulting employees over that Switch 2. The human toll taken from this Switch 2 release. Apparently, one guy actually walked in, I think right as they sold their last one or something. And he literally he did the meme, like I fell to my knees in the middle of Best Buy. Like they told him, I'm sorry, sir, we just sold out. And he literally just like went down on his knees like, dude, like, are you for real? Like, cause apparently that was like his 5th shop in the past like hour and a half that he drove to. That man was driving through rush hour traffic fresh out of work to get that Switch 2. And he was probably thinking, surely they'll have some in stock. And then by the time he got there, every single time, he missed it by maybe 3 minutes. That's so crazy to me. Isn't like $700? It's a lot. Even when I actually am stacking bills, I refuse to buy the Switch 2 until it comes down a little bit. Or there's this next Zelda game. I don't think it's 700, honestly. I think it's like 450, but still. But all the games are starting to become $80, so that's an extra $20 you're spending every single time you buy a game. Nice. Just give me Wii Sports and I'm good. Bro, I gotta say, I feel like Wii Sports fell off. Wii Sports for the original Wii was pure. It was clean. It's exactly what I wanted. And I started playing more recent ones and I'm like, I'm good. I don't need it. Most mechanical shot. The one I posted on Twitter a while back of me perfectly catching an air dribble from midfield and carrying it perfectly all the way into a bar down double still is probably the most satisfying goal I've ever scored in my life. All right. Wii Sports Golf low-key was like lit. I loved that. If they could make an entire game out of that, literally just like make PGA, but that, you know? I want like 50 different courses, you know? That's what I always assumed that Mario Golf was. And I'm like, honestly, if it is anything like that, I want to play it. Oh, got a double bump. Maybe lob that middle. Wait, that's not good. Never mind. That's kind of a crazy pinch, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my God! Flow. You don't own the Switch 2, you're just licensed to play? Oh yeah, right. No boost on that file there too. I grew up in New Jersey, which is a state just south of New York. Now I live in Colorado, which is the middle of the country, about 1,800 miles west. Yep. What part of Jersey were you from? North Jersey? Like all the civilized people? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, I mean, all my family's from South Jersey, so. I actually grew up in Central Jersey. No such thing. There's no such thing. Fence sitter piece of shit. There's no such thing as Central Jersey. Didn't like one of the governors try to do that? They tried to make a whole Central Jersey thing, and literally everybody in the comments was like, "You're an idiot, a fool," and I'm like, "Geez." Central Jersey's auto race south for the most part. They didn't try, they did it. I disagree. I don't know, Alice. That's a feel-good campaign if I've ever seen one. But yeah, I used to go to South Jersey a lot. Cape May, Ocean City, all that. Cape May, New Jersey is actually lit. I love that place. Parents own my second cousins, I think, they own a bed and breakfast down there. The North is the part that you make fun of. That's my part. North has the more appealing culture, but it's also the one where people, when they think New Jersey, that's what they think of, you know? Can never stress it enough to people down from New Jersey. YouTube chat's #1. You tell them, buddy. I grew up in North Jersey, but I grew up in the middle. All right, fair. I mean, it's the same with New York State. I will say it's the same with New York State. If you grew up in New York, it's basically New York City, a little bit of Westchester County, maybe White Plains, but mostly New York City, and then everything else is, so literally the little peninsula and then just a little bit of New York City, that is downstate. And then upstate is literally everything else. I contend that there's upstate and then there's Western New York, the little jutting out portion. I am from Western New York because it is culturally distinct from everywhere else. Also, Albany sucks. Say it with me, chat. What do you guys think is the worst state capital? Albany's just boring. It's very, like, it's a gray city. It's just not appealing city. Lackluster capital, TBH. I should download Rocket League on my Switch. If you've ever played it on any other system, you'll be very disappointed by the lag on input. Oh, I was playing at 50, okay. They want the smoke. Buffalo's a fun place. Maybe not during the winter, but it's never fun. Nowhere in New York is fun during the winter. Switch 2 is much better than Switch 1. How much better is the processor, though? That Buffalo snowfall during my college years were literally like apocalyptic. Like people's roofs were crashing in. There was 10 feet of snow clogging up the streets and blocking people's doors. Like when you say snowed in, it's a figurative thing, you know? But in Buffalo, that was legit. Like you opened your door and it was just like a metric ton or two of snow right on front of your house. There was a picture I remember where they said this is a before and after picture from the spring, and it was someone's security camera, and it was literally like an actual neighborhood, and then it cut to the next thing, and it was literally just hills. Like you couldn't see a single roof. I was like, oh my God, because it was all one-story houses or whatever, like ranches. Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. Nice shot. My aunt lives in Buffalo. I don't get it. I mean, hey, you get to be close to pro sports. Shopify needs you, bro. Dang, we inflated his ego too much. Put the controller down to sign profiles. SVH. What do you mean Northwest Tennessee? There's only West and East Tennessee. There's no North and South. That state is flat. If it was any flatter, it'd be a line. Middle Tennessee, I cannot agree with that. It's basically a line. Well, I'm in North Tennessee. No, you're in Tennessee, period. I go on the left or right. That's all that matters. Goddamn, I'm such an idiot. You're basically just the slightly chonkier version of the Oklahoma Panhandle. The middle of, you know, the middle of the mid-nothing? Yes. People say northern middle. Now you're just talking crazy. I can't even hear what I'm talking about. You're talking gibberish, brother. Doc A8? Sorry? So we just say city names because everyone knows where everything is here. Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Mod. Oh! When you score your teammate instead. Xbox gets PlayStation exclusives. Excuse me, what? I'd argue if you can get them on another console, they're not exclusive anymore. There's so much nothing here that there's a big enough city somewhere in the state that you consider close enough to the actual location. Well, that feels like how Texas is when it comes to big cities. It's like when you drive 30 minutes away from Dallas, all you are 30 minutes away from Dallas. What isn't happening in chat anymore? I don't know, Vengeful. We're arguing about states and borders and whatnot. Alumni Rock, Arkansas? Excuse me? What is that? Pretty much how it is here. I'm 30 minutes from Nashville, and if anyone out of state asks, I'm just from Nashville. Yep. But you can drive 5 hours in Queensland, Australia, and not be at the end of your driveway. Imagine the property tax you have to pay on that chunk of land. Hey, Flo. Why is my PFP still speed? I changed to Luffy. I don't know, man. That's what you get. I live in a mitten. Yes. Classic. In Michigan. What's up, buddy? What's up, Taco? Mod. We're just chilling, trying to get our 1800 back, per usual. Oh. Ventureport Sucker in Washington is a cattle farm the size of Texas? Yep. No. Little Rock? Oh, I've driven through there. My U-Haul. Guys, I ate about 5 beefy 5 layers earlier. What do I do? You wait and pray that your bunghole is still in one piece after tonight. It's a lot of beef. A lot of layers. It's 25 layers you just ate. You're gonna die. Make yeah. Make your peace with the Lord. Yeah, Australia is like Canada in that it's really funny how like large those countries are, and then everyone's just clustered super tight into like the coasts in like small areas. To pray at the porcelain shrine. Who among us has not prayed at the porcelain shrine from time to time? I've never had that issue with Taco Bell. I've never understood people who actually get destroyed. I even have a digestive disorder, and I don't have that happen with Taco Bell. I will say I definitely got food poisoning from halal guys one time. My girlfriend and I went, and literally the next day we were texting each other and be like, hey, not to be gross, but are you like violently, you know, pooping right now? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh my God. Yeah, we definitely ate something bad then, because holy crap, dude. That was probably the most irritated I've been bowelly. I have one tip for anyone who plans to come to Australia for holiday. Make sure you can swim and you can swim well. Rip currents are no joke. Rip currents are pretty vicious. Luckily I had a boogie board on mine, so I was getting dragged up, but it is kind of scary just getting carried out to sea. No, this is all. She's getting to someone giggles and shits. Exactly. Honestly, that's my worst fear, is being somewhere where there's no easy out. Because if I shit myself right now, and I've done that plenty of times on stream, let me tell you. If I poop myself right now, I could just say, hey guys, I'll be right back, and then change pants, you know? But like, imagine you're at like a business conference, you know? You're like in a suit, and then you just feel, uh-oh. Suddenly it happens, you know? Your worst fear. Like, what do you do? Just excuse yourself and leave? What do you tell your boss? Oh, sorry, I have an emergency. What's the emergency? You know? I had a director piss himself, dead ass. You suffer and laugh it off. I don't think you can. Because the problem is, if you pee yourself, you can maybe pass that off. Maybe like clean it up or something. But like, if you poop, it's gonna smell. Like people are gonna smell it. Like, you have to deal with that one way or the other. Hey, do you work for a TV station? Talking about the prod truck? Is that what your Discord name is referring to? Ooh. Turret's locked in. Oh my God, look at this catch. On God. Luckily it's a nighttime, so I was in by myself as I walked into the bathroom. Didn't make it. Terrifying. The only close calls I have had to getting to the bathroom in time is when you know you're about to vomit. Because you know, like, the moment you feel like any, like, hey, it feels like I kind of have to, uh-oh, it's like, it's already too late, you know? You're already at the point of no return. Dude, you frickin' coward. He had such a good pass to me. What is happening? Lol. Ah. Try to catch that one on the flip so I can knock it down middle, but it didn't quite work like that. You were up for that? I could have sworn they were turning around on that one. I was not paying attention. Dead ass. Okay. Someone needs to donate exactly 1 cent. Sometimes you have to be the change you wish to see in the world. Vengeful. I'm the producer for our school's ESPN productions. Ayo, da-na-na, na-na-na. That's really cool. So you're like the straight on producer? Like there's no like quote unquote adult career guy in the room. You're just like, hey, we trust that you're experienced enough. That's really dope. Great resume builder. What's the school again? Middle North Tennessee State. Freaking dumb. That explains all these freaking objectively correct colleges, like Eastern Tennessee State. That makes sense. Middle Eastern Tennessee would actually go hard. That's the Saudi campus. Ooh. Ah! Wow. Trying to invent squid to go? Middle Tennessee. It is Middle Tennessee! Oh my god. I was just making that up. That's really funny. Trying to convince squid to go? Hell yeah. What ASPM productions are they running? Is it like a D2, D1? It's all getting blown on foot? I'm sorry, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a weird thing to read out of context. D1 conference, USA conference. Ah, okay, okay. Read my other message, please. Hold on, buddy. I'm playing a very intensive game. It's hard for me to always read every message. I try, but no promises. Buddy over here thinks he's getting the VIP treatment, hey. Oh, hello. I was dodging that demo. Guess he didn't want it. It's fine. Going to bed, long day of decorating tomorrow. All right, Sammy. That first touch let me down a little bit, chat. There's no way. Wait, okay, I clear this. Father double jumps and then drives around the ball. Buddy, it's right there. I was like, okay, it's fine. He's taking a 50. I'll reposition. I did not think he'd drive around it. Just hit it to the sideline. What are we doing? Big goof, dude. 18-10, cool. Very cool to know that that teammate is 50 MMR ahead of me. Yes, it's blame teammate, blame teammate. I mean, literally I'm 50ing it and then he's in front of me and he lands next to it. And then instead of just hitting it this way, he goes the one direction I was anticipating, outside of the read. And then as he touches it, it gets 100% dunked into our net. And I'm just like, why did we go outside? Like, you're near post. Like, why wouldn't you just stay near post? That's your best advantage. He doesn't even have to clear, just stay in front of it. Like, you don't have to, I don't know what I think he was just trying to get it clear, so he's like, let me drive around it. All right, Tucky's gonna throw an aneurysm if I don't read his chat, so let me scroll up here. Yo, everyone just call you Ko instead of Taco. It's short and tough. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Nice scout. Always coming in with that aggressive affection. What's up, Ko? Guys, do not make that a trend. Nope, nope, not how it is. How's your day, Ko? Oh my god. Ko makes it sound like a sleazy company. Yeah, we're Danger Ta company. All 1800s versus all 1700s and I lose. But rank means absolutely nothing anymore, Flo. Like, I've never seen a more disparate, like, distribution of skill. I don't actually think I'd bat 300 if I was playing a game and I had 50 MMR increments, you know? If I played a game and then afterwards, like, all right, guess what your MMR your teammates were in that game. I don't know if I'd actually hit 300. The amount of times back in the day I could be like, yeah, that guy was definitely at 1600, and then he's like 1630 or 1650 or something in a duo queue, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that. Lately, it's been a bunch of moments where I'm like, wow, that was really terrible. That guy must have been like a smurf, or he's on for the first time in a while. And then it's like, nope, he's got 55 hours past 2, and he's somehow 1830, and I'm like, how? You know, it's weird. Ko, what's your peak MMR? 2077. Nuke goal? I'm sorry. When you start streaming? 2019? Started taking it like actually serious about like 2 years ago. Ninja Galoppy, hello. Like, what time? When did you start streaming? What time? Huh? Is this a horoscope thing? What time are you born? And you gotta spend money to make VIP. As in channel points. Lottie Lettuce! Wow, that's a name I haven't seen in a bit. Instantly got blinded. Kyle's never recovered. Worst part is you can't claim workers' comp on that. What? There's so much going on here. Taco Man is Namakot spelled backwards. Well, now I do. You quote unquote learn something new every day. Interesting. Imagine being a channel poor. Damn, got his egg. So I can't talk in vids. Damn. Get your money up, Vengeful. You could also just record your audio separately off your like phone or something. Oh, what a save. Wait. I would love boost. Night, everyone. Good night, Kyle. Until next time. Bang? Oh no, I wanted to see if I could set that up in time. Nice. Am I late? You're right on time, Flame. How you doing? I'm in Iraq. Well, hello. Only a 52K after this many years. You were in deep with a channel point bookie. Years of successful channel pointing. I think it's because you started like watching probably a bit more like religiously. Well, not religiously, but like you've been in stream more consistently like in the past couple, or like in the past year, but not necessarily like before then. Because you were here a lot, but like not, you know, maybe enough to like be a millionaire. So I really thought Tur had that. My bad. Big channel has been saving your funds away. Yo, Loki, Widow had a crazy thing the other day where like apparently she has been getting her like paycheck siphoned by Twitch. She apparently made like $2,000 or something like that, and then they gave her a check for like 500, and she's like, "That's not right." And then YouTube has just never corrected it? Question mark. Your internet outside is so bad. I think you said the reason why. What do you mean outside, buddy? Where your router isn't? Now we put our heads together, we might be able to figure out why that is. 75% administrative fee, yeah. Just like in DoorDash. Your order is $5, but you ended up paying $32.49. You're like, wait a minute. Dude, God, if we could just stop hitting it like frickin' pansies, dude. What is this? Spike it up. I did not also expect him to get like all the power on that. Happy Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve to you too. And for all of those who celebrate. You get $15 in Uber for your credit card. That's kind of a cool bonus. That's just as good as $15 cash back, considering it's basically what I would spend it on anyway, you know? Wow, what a throw. Incredible. Incredible mid-team we just lost to. I don't know what Emnewald is, but part of it is going to start with a terrible name. I think turrets, party's crashed. Good night, Mod. And I let him save no money on that food, so if I just ordered it from them and picked it up myself, all delivery fees. Yep. Like, Uber's really useful for some restaurants because, like, there's a Hawaiian Bros. I don't know if you guys have Hawaiian Bros near you. I freaking love that place. But the one downside is it's, like, super far away. So if you're driving, it's, like, probably, like, 17, 20 minutes away, one way. So I hate ordering that. I hate ordering it because I have to go super far to get it. And so therefore Uber is just so much easier because then I can just order it and then wait like, you know, 20-ish minutes and get my food rather than drive there, you know, pick it up, and then 20 minutes later I can get home and actually eat it. I'm outside. Did you do something bad? Why not on data, if anything? It's pretty good. What's your go-to not on the island Hawaiian food, dog? Oh no, Hawaiian barbecue? Pretty decent, kind of expensive. That's a shame. Well, they have to import all of the fruits and meat from Hawaii. Of course it's expensive. Can you imagine? Authentically from the islands. I sold my Minecraft server for $40. Now I'm making a new one. Wait, buddy, you made $120 off of a Minecraft server and then sold it for $40? Why not just continue making money? What? I don't know if the labor cost is effective on that. There's a place downtown that's just as good as mine, but then I have to drive and park downtown. Gross. Loco Styles Grinds. Have you ever been to L&L? That's what I was told to do by the native Hawaiians that work in that I work esport events with. Hello, Zach Brashear. Hello. He's dead after I start my new project. What? Okay, well, whatever. Best of luck. L&L's trash? Interesting. Because I have one near me and I have yet to try it. And when I told about Hawaiian Bros, a bunch of native Hawaiians, they were like, oh, God, Hawaiian Bros, people think that's Hawaiian, it's not. I'm like, well, what should I go to? And they're like, okay, L&L is what I would choose. And so I was like, oh, well, maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe they're like, L&L is close enough to authentic, but it's not good. Maybe they said that. It's so good, damn Flo. We have massively different opinions here on that. M-Dog thinks L&L is trash, but he also lived in Hawaii for a bit, versus Flo, who I guess just likes L&L. That's probably what they said. I mean, is it trying to be authentic and it just doesn't taste good? So it's like, yeah, this is authentic. And then Hawaiian Bros, meanwhile, like probably like a slightly more Americanized version of it. I don't know, I like Hawaiian Bros a lot. Give me my mac salad, give me my Molokai chicken and huli huli chicken. Ooh, so good. I will say Hawaiian Bros will forever be my favorite just because Uber has a deal where if you pick up your food, if you order through Uber Eats, Hawaiian Bros has a permanent buy one, get one free on any plate. So you can drop 20 bucks, or not even, you can drop like 16 bucks on a plate and get two. And as long as you pick it up, that's all you pay, basically. Like, it's a really good deal considering, like, if you looked at how much food is on that plate and said that's $8, you'd be like, really? Okay, dope. I buy that all the time. Honestly, there's an intersection where it's near me, where it's Hawaiian Bros, Lane's Chicken, which is my favorite chicken place in the city, a Wendy's across the street, and a Taco Bell one block over. And there's also an apartment complex down there. I'm like, dude, I would be so fat. I would be so fat if I lived at that intersection. Lane's is so good. Flo, you know peak. Let's go. Lanes is just the best chicken. People say Cane's is great, and they are true that Cane's is pretty good. Lanes clears. It doesn't have as many locations in Texas, but it's so freaking good, dude. There's one right down the street from me. That's paradise, but fat paradise, I know. But it's like all my favorite stuff in one neighborhood. I was like, God, it'd be so convenient living there. There's also Best Buy across the street. My wallet would be hurting. I can't wait to be making actual big boy dollars in my job, so I can just be splurging on stupid stuff again. And by splurging on stupid stuff, I mean paying off my loans, chat. That's what responsible adult. Angry Chicks is by far the best Nashville chicken place I've been outside of the South. It's dangerously living so close. Oh man. That's why you set a budget and literally you just set $60 a month to just Angry Chicks, you know? People are like, oh, do you have a lot of like angry women in your life? It's like, no, well, not yet. Yeah. Can you musty flick? From time to time. Lane scares Canes. Honestly, the one thing it clears Canes on a lot, and it's not even close, is the sauces. Because the sauce is basically identical, the Canes and Lane sauce, but the honey mustard on Lanes is so good. One thing I didn't realize, and what permanently will always kind of ruin Canes for me, is that you don't have a choice of sauces. You get Lane sauce or Cane sauce, and that's it. I always thought that was such a limiting thing. No barbecue, no jalapeno ranch or whatever, like nothing fun or interesting. Literally just only Cane sauce. I don't know, kind of weak. Why would you do that? Barbecue sauce is good. Honestly, the honey mustard is the best honey mustard I've ever had at a restaurant. It's so good. Yeah, I brought my girlfriend to Lane's a while back, and she was like, "Holy crap!" She was like, she was locked in on that meal. She was gobbling that down. I didn't even think I spoke one word to her that whole meal. She was just like, she was face first into that plate, and I was like, "This is exactly the response I want when bringing someone to Lane's." Like, she's pretty petite, so she doesn't eat too much. She like downed that plate. She got like 4 tenders, fries, Texas toast. She was murdering it. Hey, Vengeful, I'm glad you're proud of your content, but I'm gonna ask you to maybe, you know, tone it down just a little bit. You're turning into, we're getting dangerously close to self-promo. I think about 90% of the stuff you've sent in this chat is talking about your content and working on your content and trying to upload your content and then being all that. And it's just like, I get it, buddy, but, you know, there's more to talk about in the chat. Like, I'm glad you're enthusiastic, but, you know, it just gets a little weird when a lot of the chats focus around the same thing. Of course, the one time they peak, that's crazy. I feel like Taka's the only Rocket League streamer playing up on my feed. He's cool, though. I hope he can learn to musty consistently. I just don't work on musties enough, but I can still musty. My bad. No, you're fine. I just bring this up because I think some people just do it unwittingly, but it's like, it comes off kind of as like, hey guys, you know I made content? Hey guys, I'm doing content. Hey, right now I'm doing content. Hey, I'm trying to stream later. Hey, I'm trying to do both. And it's just like, I get it, dude. Like, I get it. Don't worry. Like, if someone asks you specifically in chat about it, go for it. If like I ask you about it, go for it. But, you know, otherwise, it's like sometimes you just bring it up maybe once, twice, and then you kind of just let the topic drop. Ooh, okay, thank God. Yeah, it's a little wide. Wait. Gaming. Why do you always play threes? I don't know. Why do you always comment? Why do I always play threes? Not the free flip. Not useful, just fun? No, the musty can be useful. It's just low percentage when it as compared to pretty much everything else. Nice shot and pass? Exactly, John Smith. That's the way you should view it. How you doing, John? A little bit. Oh, I was trying the hardest to get that lightest touch. I'm banishing you to Taco Bell? Don't threaten me with a good time. All right, nice take. Saw a Coldplay concert. Ooh. Hopefully tickets were doable. Holy Rob! Holy robbery! That was straight robbery. That was actually wild. That ball was like 1,000% into the goal, and the game's like, sorry, it's over. They're just so expensive. Honestly, guys, that has gone kind of under the radar as one of like the defining aspects of like this generation, I swear. Like the past like 20 years, the amount of times like a concert, like back in the day, if someone's like, I'm gonna go to a concert, do you wanna come? My thought would be like, all right, those tickets are probably somewhere between $10 to $100. You know, good seats, let's say $150. But now it's like, hey, do you want nosebleed seats to this like pretty decent artist? Yeah, sure. How much does it cost? Oh, that'll just be $700. Oh, you mean like for a group of 5 or something? No, one ticket. And I'm just like, I remember a while back on a dating app, I told you guys this a lot, but for the people in the back, person on the dating app was like, take me to a Mavericks game or something. And I was like, actually, I've never been to a Mavericks game. And I checked the ticket prices for like a regular ass middle of the season, not a big market opponent game. It was like $300 for like mid seats. I was blown away. Like if I'm dropping $300 for a regular season game, I should be at least like in a place where I don't see fog, where clouds don't form in the upper parts of the stadium. Like everything is just so ridiculous. On top of the fact of like, if you want to drink or something, like have a beer, you don't want to drive, you have to pay for parking, you also have to wait in that traffic coming out of it. Also, are you thirsty or hungry? Too bad, that's gonna cost you another $20 minimum. Yeah, can I get a hot dog? Yeah, sure, 15 bucks. Not even all beef, just like a regular ass hot dog. Oh, it's Yokes. How did you get down for that so quick? What? I need to see this again. Oh, okay, he was already positioned. Better get your mods under control. I just got told to banish them harder like they were angel dust. Wait, you got told to do that? By who? Do you often hear voices in your head? Rosalie telling me he's hallucinating, and he's like, yeah, get your mods under control. I think you're reading stuff that isn't there. Oh, rigged. Try to put it down line for teammate, but he was not quite ready for that. Good speed. One Mad L always lies. One Mad L always tells the truth. Ah, yes, the classic Matt L. Riddle. Ah! Okay. Uh-oh. That's a rough one, but our teammate definitely rushed that really hard. Like on this one, he definitely could have just like jumped earlier. He had 100 boost. That was a pretty easy save, but I think he was thinking that's gonna, he can save his boost and then go last second. Whoa, what the, my finger slipped out right as I tried to diagonal flip that. Noise. Oh, I disagree. I hit that pretty far to the right, I felt. Oh my god, dude. That's, I did not expect that to get dunked in the corner, and then it's, on top of that, I didn't expect a 100 boost. Oh, he got stolen away, never mind. No, I just scratched my face. Matt, calm down. Morad, maybe you need to calm up. Do you think act up is the opposite of calm down, chat? Ooh, nice. I don't expect that one to go in, but okay. You want to see me when I get angry? Yeah, Matt gets gassy when he gets angry. You don't want to be around that. Things get ugly fast. Need you to calm up and act down. Yep. Dude, just frickin' defend. Go. Mustard gas Matt? I guess so, yeah. Is mustard mandatory in a hot dog, chat? There's many mixed opinions on this. What is more necessary in a hot dog? Ketchup or mustard? Canonically, I cannot weigh more than my mom. What? It's not mandatory, but it makes it better? I don't know. I'm not always a huge fan of mustard. Speaking of which, excuse me. Text her back, but I was wondering when that would come back. I was like, as soon as I heard the speaking of, I was like, uh-oh. Nice save, wow. Was the first of Neverary. I feel like I grew up with in a ketchup family. We never had mustard in our house, and I never really liked it. I think mustard tastes really good on burger for some reason, but I don't like it on hot dog. I'm a basic hot dog enjoyer, to be honest, chat. I don't really like a lot of stuff in my hot dog. I really just want a solid bun, hot dog, maybe some relish and onions. Maybe. But to be honest, if you just serve me a taco, like at a barbecue, you're just grilling that shit, throw in a bun, and then that's it, I'll eat that. I'll eat that straight up. Plain ass hot dog. Also, this is the upstate New Yorker in me, but White Hots, chat. Check it out. A white hot dog. It's a good one. Chili cheese dog. There's a Portillo's, which I thought was only a Chicago chain, but there's one like right down the street from me. And I'm just like, well, right down the street's exaggerating, but like it's near, it's drivable distance. I remember driving past it while I was on the highway. I was just like, like what? It literally a chain I've only seen in Chicago. And then I Googled it and it's like, yes, located in Chicago. And then one in Texas. I'm like, interesting. We have those here. Wait, what? You have a Portillo? Wait, I didn't realize it was like a chain. They're expanding, dude. Portillo's chili cheese dog could cure me. Also, the cheese for cheese fries is like actual cheese as opposed to like, you know, all that. I have one near the Katy Asian town. Interesting. Where I love the Asian parts of Texas, where if you ever want ramen or anything, they're all located in one plaza. Is a hot dog a sandwich? I think a defining feature of a sandwich is that the bread has to be separate from one another. I think that gets a little muddled because I know some sub places, they'll like take the bread and chop it like this, you know, and then they'll shove it in. That's exactly what I'm saying. But every place that I've been to for subs growing up, they were always separate. But Subway has corrupted everything, and they're like, no, you don't have to chop it. A hamburger's a sandwich? I mean, literally, if you replace the meat with ham, it'd be a sandwich. You know, a burger is like a quintessential sandwich. It's just the meat doesn't dictate the sandwich. I think it's the collection of bread. It's the modality of the bread, in my opinion. Not modality. It's how everything is presented on bread. Like if it's two slices of carved bread put together. Honestly, I would argue it's even the construction, because people are talking about the KFC double decker or whatever, or the double down or whatever it's called, where it was two pieces of chicken that were separated by cheese and bacon. So the bun was chicken. And I would argue in a way that is a sandwich. But I think a core feature of a true sandwich, not like a deviation or some half mutant offspring like that, is that it needs bread. It needs to be bread on either end. So for me, hot dog doesn't feel like a sandwich because the bread is connected. It's a very unique bread. Aww. If you rip the hot dog bun in half and then put it together, is it now a sandwich? Yeah. That's literally how I feel about it. If you rip the bun in half, it would be a sandwich. Because to me, it's like when you think about a sandwich, like if you just picture a sandwich in your mind, you'd be thinking of like two slices of bread between something or maybe a sub. I think the meat can influence things a little bit. Like if someone's like, imagine a hot dog can't be a sandwich. You wouldn't really often imagine hot dogs in a sandwich. So I think that changes it. For me, what makes a sandwich is the way it's assembled, and less what's in it, you know? Oh. Did not expect Cam to get diced on that, my bad. I didn't expect that same guy to have 100 boosts the whole time. Holy crap, what the heck? We have Rosati's and Illuminati's to go. Interesting. Honestly, the best pizza in Chicago is neither of those places. It's called Bacci's, B-A-C-C-I's. That was the best pizza I had while there. Lemonize is just a little too salty in the sauce. Like, it tastes good, but you just realize afterwards, you're like, man, there's a lot of salt. Unfortunately, Bacci's out here in Texas is god-awful. There's one in Richardson near me, and it's just not good. Either that, or I just happened to go in there on a bad night. So you guys say that as if like every sub you've ever had is one slice of bread just slightly chopped. But like Subway's the only place I know that does that. I've never been in a sub shop that does that other than Subway. Not that I would ever admit to walking into a Subway, but. I wish you kind of passed earlier instead of lobbing. I mean, there was like a year straight where every title of mine had something to do with food. Can you tear apart the buns out of the bottom and top buns, the hot dog meat, and the meat? Can we steak it as a sandwich or slice the dog? Hot dog lengthwise? I mean, I genuinely just think it's how the bread presented. Must have Boston's or grinders not cut it through? Strange. Dude, I need Cam to get in front of that. I was not expecting that touch. I thought he was gonna get 100% on. Oh, he had its under my zero boost. I didn't see that. Oh, wow, he was really far away. I thought he was like right next to it. That's why I was pissed. I wasn't actually blaming him for that. I just didn't expect that to go through. It looked like he was like right on top of it. I did not realize he was like 4 car lengths away. My bad. I was going for a bump, I didn't realize turret got caught there. Get on that half flip, I'm trying to recover. Half flip's not that hard. Easy enough to win. Hey, Dozicles? Dozicles? Cool. Fine, classifying a hot dog as taco. The only reason I feel like that is because if you put like the ingredients of a taco on bread and fold it in half, I'm just like, it just doesn't feel like that doesn't feel like a taco anymore, you know? I was considering passing the turret, but I was thinking he was probably going for the demo, so I didn't want to like throw it to him behind him. If you put taco ingredients on bread, it becomes a torta. Good point. You're a torta. Oh god, my dog, vengeful one. Maybe you shouldn't forget about your dog. Does the dog keep actually trying to make sure I can't have children? Dude, is your dog biting your balls? What are you doing? What's going on there? You can't just type that. You can't just type that in chat. How's night going? It's going alright, Jason. Run into a little bit of roadblock and ranked. Jumping on them by accident? Maybe train your dog better? That's just my thought. My husband has the same problem with our dog. Ah, I love Veronica. I know, you gotta train your dog though. Gotta make sure they know they can't jump, or at least if they do, you can tell them to calm down or get down and they'll listen. Honestly, that is my biggest red flag when I go to someone's house and a dog is just everywhere and they don't listen to the owner. I'm like, dude, what were you doing when that puppy was growing up? Oh, nothing? Oh, okay. Meanwhile, it's tearing up a couch and you're like, that's so cute. No, it's not cute. She's young and acts like an infant no matter what I do. That's the whole point of training your dog. How to become a Hall of Fame follower? Donate $17,000 right now so I can pay off the rest of my student loans. I'd put you in the Hall of Fame, I'd say. Dude doesn't read Twitch chat? Dude, I'm reading both YouTube and Twitch chat. What are you talking about? What's your rank, brother? Well, I just said it as I was trying to get back to 1800, so that should inform me I'm at least 1700. So I'm GC 3 right now. Only $17,000? What a bargain, exactly. Exclamation point donate. You know, just pay off my student loans real quick, don't worry. I'm not talking to you? Yeah, but buddy, if someone answers your chat because I'm busy responding to someone else, doesn't mean that. Also, I'm assuming you've never had two chats at once to pay attention to. It's hard to read every single chat. If I miss one, it's not like I'm not ignoring you. It's Bardano. Hello. How you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back, Max Turn. If you hit champ, would you still do it? 100%. I would never play this game again if I fell that far. I mean, yeah, keep in mind, if I hit champ, like champ 3, that would be a monumental falling off. Sure. Go for it. Where to do it? Exclamation point donate. That's where you donate $17,000 through PayPal. Loki, if I ever got someone to donate like that through PayPal, I wouldn't touch that money for 90 days. I wouldn't touch anything just in case someone actually tried to refund that. Me, no PayPal. You can pay with a credit card. You can pay with a debit card. Man, what a rough touch. I was trying to get that up the line. Didn't like that. Yes, it's my bad. I think, honestly, he probably didn't see me. He was probably just trying to solo play it, which is not a bad idea. Faking, I guess. I don't realize I missed all those pads rotating back. That's not good yet. That's a goal. Sad. I knew Trent was low on boost. I did not realize he was going to reach the ceiling with that. That's why I was like, oh no. Because I was like, I thought he was going to stop short. I think he did enough to be like, boop. Nice. Okay, cool. I'll take 17 coup while you're at it, also to pay off my student loans. Yeah. Except you make 3 times what I make, M-Dog. So I gotta, you know, gotta make up that gap before I get my probation period pay lifted. Between all of us who need that 17K, I am a viable candidate. I'm outie. All right. Peace out, String Daddy. Hopefully you're enjoying season 2. It's a divisive season right now. Nice. May I say that's due tomorrow? You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta zoom. Where'd you come up with Danger Taco? Just my name that a friend came up with one time. I described the concept of I need danger in some of the Mexican food I eat, like tacos. I need hot sauce. So like, so what you're saying is you want a danger taco. And I didn't really think much of it. I was just like, oh, that's a funny term. But then I needed a username a couple weeks later for my PS4 account because I completely forgot what my PSN login was. I was like, oh, damn. Okay, well, damn. What do I term this account? And Danger Taco popped into my head. Nice. Where'd John Smith come from? Did your parents really just hate having a name that's too different? Like, I want this guy to blend in. Don't want to attract a high profile. Oh. I think you said in another stream that your name is not John Smith. Oh, what do you guys think is the most common username in the world? Like, not name. Like, Muhammad is the most common. I'd argue that's probably up there then. Ooh. It's funny enough, not my actual name. You're correct. Yes, I seem to remember you saying that in one stream. So I was like trying to remember. I'm like, I don't think it is. I think you said something else. Damn, Trump was an SL on that one. Muhammad is the most common. Well, it's the most common name, but I was thinking like username. Like, is it also? Do you think people in the Middle East also name their accounts Muhammad? What's your favorite thing about being a Rocket League content creator? I mean, the community is always the thing. It's fun to meet people who are still into this game, still holding on. Waiting for UE5, which is 100% being announced to Worlds. And if it's not, we're done. You still have school? Nah, I'm 30, dude. Left that grad school, done in school for 5 ever. Maybe even 6 ever. XX Mohammed, yeah, exactly. And imagine the Saudi Arabian COD lobbies, just all Mohammeds.
Shaq sucks.
Hockey, thank you for the prime. Shout out Shaq sucks, a message we can all get behind this holiday season. I'm not gonna lie, this protein bar I just bit into is kind of lit. So I ain't 6-2 against you in ranked. Yeah, exactly, you ain't. Oh, man. Killer has to be way up there. Killer? Just killer, though? Permutations of it, maybe. No, but we also have to think about, like, all the people who get into games that aren't just playing shooters or whatever, you know? Like, not all kids do the 3 edgy 5 me usernames, you know? How are y'all tonight? I'm doing well, TV. We aren't counting router usernames. My name is, my username is Horkork. my Wi-Fi router is Horkork. Only because I wanted a name that I guarantee I would find no matter where I lived. Ooh. NSA party van too. I do like those too. Those are fun. Yeah, we had a friend that was a FBI mobile command center or something like that. All the height just gets stopped out by a 5A motherfucker. Oh no. I hate it when they say, oh, that's fire. I think it's entirely about how you say it. Oh, that is fire. You know, super white guy voice, that's never gonna sound good, you know? Oh my god, you guys, that is so lit. You know, it just doesn't roll off the tongue well. Hawkeye straight bones. So Hawkeye is 6 foot, but bro's like negative body weight. Banned for banned, bud. Bro's fucking $600 in my DMs. Damn, that stimulus check is crazy. I'll do the money spread better. Can someone just donate 1 cent? I don't think you have. I don't think you can donate less than $1. I think the only way you could donate $1 is if you like VPN'd into a country with like a horrible exchange rate, and then you donate like 500 of that a currency or whatever, and then it's like you've donated 1 cent, you know? You can donate 1401 to make it an even 50. I like the way you think. Well, no, it wouldn't be an even 50. You donate 1501. Ooh. Hey, what I'm assuming is Venom. Wait. That bounce is really aggressive. Even secrets, I was like, wait, hold on. I didn't expect that to go all the way through. That's hilarious, actually. I unmod this man right now. Damn. Now, Hockey's a business owner. He's allowed to have a lot of liquid assets. He needs that. Like, I didn't believe Hockey when he said, hey, I'm going to sell premium pool noodles. And I'm like, I don't think pool noodles need to be premium. But, you know, he proved me wrong. So, if he wants to, you know, ask the bank for a $750K startup loan, who might argue? I have a lot of liquid assets in my fridge. I mean, if you buy from Whole Foods, they're a decent exchange rate. You can barter for that in the end times. I'm back. My question is, what point should I learn air mechs? I'm a champ as of yesterday and can air dribble off the wall. Well, you should. You what? If you can air dribble, that's basically all the air mechs you need. You mean like resets? I mean, just screw around with them to have fun, but like, don't just inherently practice those. It's way more impressive to be able to like touch the ball and just keep it close, like on your car. Just glue it to your top of your hood. And now you might be like, well, I couldn't do that. I'm like, well, if you can't do it consistently, if you can't do it from like different angles or whatever, like it doesn't really matter. Just practice staying close to the ball. I mean, double taps is literally just about air roll. You should be practicing air roll. If you're on PC, you should be playing rings. Because when you're going for a double, it's about learning the adjustment, hitting it, and then immediately rotating in the air to make sure you actually get the contact, you know? Do you guys just lay down on you and lick the hell out of themselves? On you and lick them? Oh, that's kind of cute. They clean themselves while they're on your lap. They do not. I will say, one of the money things that I've thought about for a while is like, I want to get them a new cat tower. That's one off. But outside of that, I really want to buy a chair or like a couch that's a little lifted so I can sit in a couch in game and stream. Like, it'd have to be a pretty tall couch, but like basically sit on that so that my cats can sit here with me. Because my biggest issue with like my desk is my cats can't jump up on here and they can't like join me. And I kind of always liked the ability to have them near me. Because back in Chicago, I had my cat tree right behind me, as you guys might remember. And so they used to sit there all the time because they could be right next to me. Because half the time your cats, especially when they're like super attached to you, obviously if you've raised them since their birth, not really, but they just want to vibe near you. They don't actually need the interaction necessarily. They don't need to be pet or whatever, but they just want to vibe near me. I've noticed that. So I'm like, honestly, I think my cats would be a lot more content if I was, you know, had a cat tree near me or a place where they can chill. They were small beans, yeah. You know what, chat? I was so upset about. It's not like they know, but I was so freaking depressed through so much of May that I completely forgot that my cat's birthday was May 15th. Their estimated birthday. The vets have no idea how old they are, but they were doing like estimates of their age based on their size and growth and whatnot. And they were like, yeah, I think your cat's birthday is like sometime in the middle of May. So name your birthday whatever you want. And I'm like, May 15th? They're like, that sounds good. And I missed it. You monster, I know, I didn't even give them anything. I did buy them treats like near that, so I just think of that. I got them a huge thing of treats. And then when I remembered that I didn't give them a birthday gift, I told them that. And then I gave them like a huge chunk of treats, and then I gave them each a full can of food instead of a little bit. They were just going blah, 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 blah. They're kind of tough to buy gifts for, though. At least food-wise, because they have a very particular palate. When they got out of the shelter, they did not want to eat like 90% of the dry food I got them. And then, more importantly, all the wet food I gave them, they would just sniff it. And I realized they can't eat pate. Like, they can't eat like the meatloaf version of cat food. You guys know that? Like, they will only eat shredded meat. which I really wish I knew before I bought a whole case of pate when they were younger. That's exactly why when you get a cat, the first thing you should do is buy like 17 different types of cat food or whatever. Just buy like individual cans at the store and then just slowly experiment with which ones they actually eat. Because some cats are very particular. Some cats will eat literally anything in front of them, and then other cats will just only eat one specific thing. I could have dodged that. Hey, Blueberry. Big frosted birthday dog treats that are so cute. That is nice. How's the new dog, by the way, M-Dog? What are the odds? Bennett saves right down the middle. Sad. My cats are very picky with any repeat multiple feedings of the same flavors back to back. That's interesting. My cats never cared about that. I just buy like the fancy feast like assortment where it's like 4-ish flavors in one pack. And I just grab whatever can's nearest. I don't know if I repeat that often, but I will say they don't like the seafood ones as much. Like they don't like the shrimp or salmon or whitefish or whatever it is. They always get a little bit weird. Like they'll eat it, but I've noticed they sniff it for way longer. I think it's just because like seafood is so much more pungent, you know? Oh my God. That's insane they whiffed that. Nice shot, Bennis. Shout out to him. GG's, Matt. He just follows me around, chills in whatever room I'm getting more comfortable. Good. I always felt bad. My buddy always, when I worked in Arizona, our lab manager, she always rescued dogs. And some of these dogs were so mistreated, it was so bad. Whenever I came over to walk them, there'd be like all these beautiful dogs, they're so happy. And then there's just one dog like hiding in the corner, like cowering anytime I get near them. And I'm like, damn, this freaking, people are so evil. I'm so dead ass. If you like abuse an animal like that, you should be, the sentences should be super strict. Like I'm being so for real. Cause it's like inhuman how people treat some dogs. Also insane when people like those videos of people who like literally just drive a dog to the middle of nowhere and just drop them off. Like you do know you can go to a shelter and just say, hey, I can't take care of this, and then just give it away, you know? Like if you genuinely can't take care of it, or even if you don't even want the dog, you realize like, I don't want to deal with this. You can just take it to a shelter. Why would you abandon it? It's just like, neglect when owners deteriorated mentally. Ah, that's rough. Have you read the book Monster Camp? No, I pay taxes. Oh, that's such a weird air triple. I did not expect him to take it that low. Oh man, well I botched him a little bit. Ooh, Tor. Look at him go. I think it should be an eye for an eye. Whatever they did to abuse the animals should be done to them in tenfold the intensity. I mean, I don't believe in stuff like that. That's ridiculous. But if we just like give him a hefty jail sentence, I'd be down. Like, I know that's a little vindictive to be like, if you hit an animal, we should beat you to blah, blah. It's like, I think just putting him in jail is more than enough. Like, we don't have to be freaking psychos about it. Bye, one good night. Bye, Blueberry. On the beat drop. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I need that to complete my novel studies, which is due tomorrow. So you're contacting Taco GPT? Fun fact, how about you just write your own stuff? I think we need a timeout, flame steel for the rest of the night so he can finish his book report, because clearly he's not doing it. I didn't finish the book. I read it all the way to page 20. What do you mean all the way? You're straight up in kindergarten. You're straight up in grade school if all the way to page 20 means like a majority of the book or something. Back in my day, we only had Spark Notes, skip that reading and write our own essays. Yeah, but that still required reading, you know? Like, yeah, short it down, but you still had to, like, read a decent amount of stuff. Honestly, I like Spark Notes for translating Shakespeare, because some Shakespeare is, like, pretty understandable, but, like, Othello or whatever, or Othello. There's some segments of that I'm genuinely like, brother, please, I beg of you. Like, I need you to rewrite this just a little bit. Like, where's your editor, buddy? The book is 360 pages. Wow, you should have really done more. Do you bite your thumb at me, sir? Book said translations in the margins. That's cool. Our teacher just threw us in the deep end. Be like, have fun, workers. You can do Bennis. Or not. I really thought he had that. Hey, Kobe. No, I mean, I used to do that with some chatters. They would be like, yeah, but I like chatting in your stream too much to focus on homework. And I'm like, all right, cool, then I'm timing you out. And they're like, wait, no, and then I time them out. I have to actually get some sleep. All right, bye, Jason. YouTube's going to get Kobe blocks. Just gotta actually get back in the rhythm of it. We've been very inconsistent. We've dropped off the algo, for sure. Ah! That was a weird game. First channel was Rocket League channel? Hey. I'm assuming Roblox is your new channel? You should be uncomfortable saying this out loud, so much accomplished. Damn. I got. Take off, have a good night. All right, see you, John Smith. See you on the next one. Take care of yourself. Ooh, clever touch. Good job, Ennis. Man, try to capture that, pinch that against the wall up in the ceiling for turret. Speed. 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 To be fair, the human race sets the bar pretty low. Yes, we do. It's crazy how far you can go from just practicing on a game like Rocket League. Agreed. Which one's my Minecraft channel? Respect to people who can do multiple YouTube channels. My brain's not good enough for that. I have a second, but now that I'm like doing my full-time job, it's very hard to even do stuff for one. I need to get back in the YouTube grind though, for sure, on the uploads. I've been definitely slacking on that. I think I just need to bulk do it. I'm debating doing it on my lunch breaks or something. But this week I took time off to do a cast. So I left like an hour. I like had 2 hours of my day carved out 2 days in a row, so I kind of have to work through lunch for a bit. This site was super active for my terrible skills. It's Mike 4 is back. Holy crap. Look at this man come back in. Speaking of slacking on the YouTube grind, hello, concerned. Don't end, I'll come back. I might end anyway. Not because of you, but just because it's, you know, late. I really wish you didn't do that. I'm for it. He probably thought he was blast back or something. You still out in LA, Mike? How are things over there? You surviving the wildfires? You have to use Salesforce? No, we use Monday. Hallie, a dog? Did he just pop off again? No! I didn't, of all places for that to go, that's so unfortunate. Especially when you have to work out of the data vomits out. Yeah. If Indiana wins this, Halliburton gets a statue in Indiana, straight up. I moved to a new state 3 years ago. Mike, what the heck? Where are you living now? Are you a high product designer? Unfortunately, no. We're not at that type of company. Maybe M-Dog is. Well, if I remember where M-Dog works, I don't think they have products either. It's known as a Mormon state. Montana? Digital products? Really? I thought you guys were just like a bank. Yeah, I'm a value-added reseller, sales guy. So we don't make anything our own, we just sell it. Do you still work with Corelli? Is that how you guys originally met? That must have been such a surreal like thing to note it, to realize like, oh wait, we're working in the same place. Not even that, but in the same city too, you know? A collection of Rocket League high-level talent in that city. Isn't the floor above me? That's cool. I'm glad he was able to get that job back. It probably must have been pretty weird to like, I mean, he's kind of doing what I did. Is to have a job, leave the job, and then like, you know, several years later, like 2-3 years later, come back, be like, hey, can I have my job back? And they're like, sure. You were good at it, you still remember how to do it. All right, bye. Did by the chance move across the street from him once, damn. And that's when he filed the stalking order. I did that bit with my last job. Why'd you leave? Just better option, didn't work out? My dad that with Kodak. Except he never went back. Dad just worked for a bunch of startups his friends made. They pretty much all folded. One of them was just confusing. One of them was called M Power, and I'm like, what's the M stand for? And he's like, honestly, I don't know. And I'm just like, well, that's a terrible name then. M Power Communications. I think it was also what all three of us. I think it was also one of those things where my mom was probably like, hey, I'm glad you're making decent money at the startup as they're throwing VC money at you, but let's maybe get something stable. And he's like, fine. I know one of them offered him like an absurd amount of money. So he was like, I kind of have to take this, even if it's for like a year. It's just so much money. I'm riding with the Pacers SGA flopping. Don't deserve a ring. Hallie is the true superstar. Ethical player. I lost 20K a year by taking a promotion that was promised to be fixed. Oh! Love that! Dude, I would be furious if I got conned into a technical promotion that paid me less. But hey, you get more responsibility, and that's basically the same thing as payment, right? Did they like con you out of money, or was it just like, or is it like clever math to like basically hide the fact that they're overall going to be paying you less? Because one's either a contract breach and the other one is just unethical, you know, dealings. You ever think about leaving them, dog, or are you content so long as everything remains somewhat sane? I always wondered how much the good outweighs the bad whenever I check in the dev channel in the Discord, just seeing all you guys talk about your jobs. And I'm like, I wonder if you guys actually do like it, and these are just the rare moments where you're like, why would you do that? But I feel like a lot of like those larger companies, half the issue isn't even like the tech side that people you're working with, it's the people who don't understand what you do, pretending like you're an inconvenience and you're an idiot. And it's like, buddy, I'm cleaning up your mess or whatever, or this company does things really inefficiently. Like, that's not my fault. I'm gonna tap that to Bennis. Or Turret, whoever it was. I didn't know his Turret had a Jackson Pollock looking Fennec over there. Did not have that boost. Thought I'd get one little touch on it. That's not good. No way he gets that. Holy Bettis! Oh my god, I was about to sound like that's the clip of his life if he hits that. My credit's never been good with that. Nice shot. There's a lot of BFs in all large tech companies. You can't avoid it. Have you ever tried Five Nights at... No. They said, oh, we can get you a 10% raise to make up for some of what's wrong. And you're like, some of what's wrong is not cool. You have to make up all. I would argue if you wrong someone like that, you should be making up more and then some. Like, oh, if you pay me 20% less, you make me 20% more, and then you add in another 10% on top of that. Like, screw you guys. I would say the cursed part about promotions back in my day were getting a... I don't remember the math. Basically what equates to a 20% raise, but they also basically made me work like 80 hours a week compared to 40. And I was like, honestly, not worth. Like, more money's great, but like, I don't know if any of you guys have ever worked 80 or 100 hour weeks. Don't do it. It took me legitimately like 9 years to overcome that burnout. And that was only for like a year and a half. I was doing like 70, 80 hour weeks. Is this older squishy? Sure. All right. Venice actually set me up for a sick double tap if he left that. Clear that turret. Oh, nice save. I think that was off post anyway. Wait, I could have sworn you were at Wells Fargo. Am I high about that? Oh, Bennis got 0-100'd. Once I break into investment banking, I can finally do 80 to 100 hours a week. Nope, can't do it. How's your day been? I've been subscribed to turn notifications on when you go live or something like that, but I'm sorry I'm late. I don't even know what happened to YouTube. That happens. Corelli used to work at Wells. Okay, that now I know. Now I know! I'm gonna buy some Amex. I've been out of the game for a minute because of some personal stuff. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I made a complete career shift. Funny enough, Austin H, shout out Austin H on YouTube. He actually got me this job that I have right now. Company culture is really great. The space is really hot. And from what I can tell, as I'm getting access to more of their stuff, this company's doing pretty well. So I'm just trying to learn all I can and become the GOAT, you know? You mean a card holder? This is 2016? Put that in your resume right at the top. Amex card holder. Yeah, delete your address because no one cares about that on a resume in the digital age. And then just put Amex card holder. Established 2016. Oh. Oh. Okay, Colson. Todd, can you read my comment? Hey, Tony Roman, can you open your freaking ears? I already read it! How dare you, dude. I know I missed some chats, but I literally took like 10 seconds to read that out. And then I was like, it's okay, man. Like, don't worry about it. And then moved on. You're like, nah, read my comment again. Get out of here. Oh, I actually had that scoop. Damn, nah, it's always a pet peeve of mine when people, I mean, if people yell at me for not reading their comment, that's one thing, but like if I'm literally like just read it, it's like, I don't know, man. I swear some people like come into stream and they're like, hey Taco, what's your favorite sandwich? And then they throw their phone off a dock into the ocean. And they're like, hey, sorry, I wasn't listening. I put my phone down. I'm like, why ask the question if you're gonna take your phone away before I answer it? Like, wouldn't it make more sense to ask it on a time where you can actually know when I'm gonna answer it? Nice beat, Roz. I'll scroll TikToks for 30 minutes exactly. You didn't give me instant stimulus, that's true. That was actually a huge anxiety of mine for a while, was just like, because I'm an introvert, even though people think because I talk a lot, you're not. But like, I'm an introvert, and I don't naturally have like a huge energy, like, wow, oh my God! Like all the time, like some streamers, like they're just super freaking hyper. Not like an annoying way, I don't mind it, it's just not my cup of tea, but like that's just genuinely not who I am. So it's like, I was worried that like, that it was gonna be like a, you know, kind of like a apples and oranges type thing. Like, I really want a hyper streamer. This guy's so boring. For like years, I was terrified of that. But the more I've streamed on YouTube, the amount of time people have come in, like, I'm only using him as an example because it's the most recent example. People will be like, man, I just came from Bryce XD. This is such a chill stream. I love it. And I'm like, yeah, sometimes it is like actually exhausting listening to people who are constantly hype. basketball. But I'm also old. I think there's time for energetic streamers, but even in Warzone, I always like the more chill streamers, like Huskers. Amex is hiring a senior UX researcher in Phoenix. Let's go, Wolf. Go, go, go. That'd actually be kind of crazy if you got that job just because M-Dog just happened to tell you, hey, you have to be in Arizona or whatever. Energy decal looks cool. Energy decal is insane. Shout out to Sesso. I was literally just reviewing the energy decal. I'm like, honestly, I really like it. It's like a cool thing. It's like, maybe not S tier, but like really good, I think, overall. And then he literally popped into chat, like the guy who made it. And he was like, hey, what do you think about it? And I was like, oh, cool. I need a soundboard and screaming every 5-10 seconds unless I automatically scroll shorts. Fair. 2/3 to forfeit on that last one. That would have been meme. That would have been pretty memey. Also, +1 is pretty memey as well. I've been adding Japanese streamers to spend some time immersing, so frankly, I don't even know what kind of streamer I like anymore. You could, if you still want to watch Rocket League, Realize is apparently popping off. I don't know if his viewership is held up, but when after a huge Japanese streamer apparently held a Rocket League event, in the weeks after, Realize was getting like, I think it was averaging like 1,000 a stream. I'm like, damn, that puts him like up with Alpha. That puts him up with like Alpha Kep and like people like that. Maybe not that high. Alpha Kep is insanely high viewership, but like I was just like, that puts him in like a very high echelon of viewers for a stream. Granted, it's all Japanese speaking viewers, but still. We're running stuff on RL for a while. That's what I'm saying. How's the car? Matt, it is, would you believe me when I said it is still not fixed because I still don't have the money to splurge on a repair? Luckily, I have a remote job. No. Yeah, I need $500 literally just to probably take care of everything I need to take care of. And I just do not have that $500. Particularly because I got robbed of $2,000! Yeah, if my friend wasn't working there, I would have been burying this company alive. That's honestly the biggest tilter, is that $2,000 I was gonna get monthly from this company before they decided to screw me over was literally gonna be going to paying off debt and getting my car repaired. And now instead, I'm $2,000 poorer every month, and I'm just pissed all the time, dude. How'd you get robbed? So I had $2,000 a month contract to make videos for a startup. I was working in kind of esports / gaming, and they paid me to make 3 videos a week, and then 2 long form a month. And I made 6 videos across 2 weeks as I was planning the long forms. And eventually we got to a point where the CEO wasn't saying anything about the videos, and he only has 72 hours to request revisions. And they didn't request it, so I was like, all right, these videos are good. And then come to find out, my friend who works there has been DMing with the guy on Zoom or whatever, and he's like, hey, I'm not gonna pay Taco for those videos. I don't think they're good enough. And I'm like, okay, well, even if you don't think they're good enough, pay me my bi-weekly 1,000. And he's just like, no, I'm not doing that, sorry. But he's like, I'll consider paying you. Like, not even get a guarantee. Like, I will consider paying you, even though it's in my contract that I get paid. I'll consider paying you if you redo all those videos and also do even more. And I'm like, no. Because the thing is, like, an honest businessman would, one, give me revisions right away so he could tell me I don't like this, redo it. And then I'd be like, okay, fine, and I'd redo it. But also, you'd pay me $1,000 and then very strictly go over where you didn't like. And then in the second half of the month and going forward, you fix it. But instead, he's just like, I want this $1,000 to stay in my possession so much that I'm just going to find any way possible to justify not giving it to him. And I'm just like, dude. So yeah, this is supposed to be my comeback arc where my job for the next 3 months is in probationary pay. So I'm making like 35K as opposed to like, I think it's eventually going to be 70K or 65K. And so, yeah, that's kind of sucks. I need to, you know, get through that. So I was like, oh, that's okay. Well, I get $2,000 a month. That'll take care of my rent and everything else just in savings or whatever. And then all of a sudden, I can't even get past the first payment period because the guy just doesn't feel like paying me. I'm like, man, what a scum. Like otherworldly scum behavior. Taking the small claims court. It's a little dicey. I'm gonna have to talk to a lawyer to see what my claim is. I feel like for me, the reasonable person in me feels like I am more in the right than he is. Because after the second week and they didn't pay me, I stopped making stuff for them. Because I was like, I refuse to continue to produce work for you if you're not paying me, you know? Like, I'm not just gonna let you continue to take my work. You can't be held to it. Well, that's the thing, is like, it's like, because they pointed out some like minor things I didn't do. Like, apparently there's a clause that said I needed to upload on my channel too, as well as like their corporate channel, and I didn't realize that. Like, just more for exposure or anything. Which, yeah, no, fair, I didn't do that. But it's still just kind of like, that's such a minor thing. The biggest thing is I was still doing the work, you know? We're getting worked by mostly Chef, but most of these randoms. I don't know who Manhag is. They betrayed you, what a hoe. Yep. All right, GG turret. Yeah, it was like, so that's been really irritating me because it's like my bank account is like a bit more secure since the job is, but it's not actually like, we're not actually like living good right now. That's the irritating part, is like I'm still having to like really be careful with like how much I'm spending on stuff, like how much I'm, you know, budgeting for certain stuff. Like if I'm, you know, going out and getting groceries, I have to really think about like, okay, what do I actually need versus like, what can I buy? It's very irritating penny pinching when it's like, man, this would have been gravy because I could have been making like, you know, 2,400, 2,500 a month or something off my initial probationary pay, then another 2,000 from that, and then whatever YouTube and Twitch give me, and then on top of that, esports. So I was like, oh, I was gonna be good. I'm making what, 5K a month basically, 5 to 6K. So that'll be fine. But then instead, that $2,000 just went. It's like, so just curious, was it the point that you didn't upload to their servers or your own platform? So yeah, I would basically send them the videos through Discord. They would watch it back, they would approve it, and then they would post it on their own channels. So I made it for them. And apparently part of the contract is that I also had to cross-post on my own channel. And I didn't know if I, like, and I didn't know that, or at least I didn't remember seeing that in the contract. So he called me out for that. He's like, well, technically you didn't even do that. So, and I was like, that's just a minor thing, because I can always just post it later. It doesn't have to be on the same day, you know? But, I don't know. I just feel like the more major thing is that I did 2 weeks further. I did 2 weeks of work, and then you decided to be like, no. And I'm like, okay. He could have just told you earlier if it was a big deal. So it sounds like an open, close, flat. So yeah, for me, the biggest issue that I'm dealing with is like, we kind of both had moments where like the contract is kind of unfulfilled on our end. I just feel like a reasonable person, if they had to judge in one place or the other, it would be like, okay, yeah, you both kind of did this, but at the end of the day, he did work. He delivered content to you. Pay him $1,000 at the very least. It would be some requirement to notify before stopping payment. Yeah, he didn't. I just got to the middle of the month and I started DMing like, hey, where's my stuff? And they're like, oh, give us your banking account. We never asked for it. I'm like, well, you did, but okay, whatever, here it is. And then I gave him the bank account information. And then another 3 days went by and it was like the 17th, 18th. And I was like, hey, where is this? And that's where I found out, not even through him, through a person who worked for him, a middleman. He's like, yeah, he's not gonna pay you. And I'm like, good. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed about that. It's so much money. It's so much money on the table. That was supposed to be like a 3-month probationary thing and then launching into like a pay raise and extended stuff. And I didn't even mind working with it because it was a lot of extra work, but it was, you know, $2,000 a month. Like I'm not leaving that on the table. Yeah, so that's why I'm eventually going to try to bring this in. I'm pretty pissed about it just because it's like, I don't know, man. I've been trying so hard to be able to make up for all the money that I'm losing because of esports is in a recession right now, so I'm making like $30,000 less than I did last year, or we're on track for about that. So taking this job is gonna fill that gap and then grow it beyond that. But I really, really thought, you know, this content thing on the side would be a good bonus thing. Nope. Got screwed over. That's top shelfer right there. Bang. Aw. 69 boost, by the way, chat. Wait, it's so weird seeing Geo not in his... Oh, never mind, he is. Highest rank endo player in the game, chat. Remember that. For a second, I thought it was a different car. Go ahead, Tony. No, I tried to place that. How far have you gotten before on here? What do you mean? Oh, I work in esports. That's where my money is. I'm a commentator. On-air talent. Oh, ranks placements. GC3 is usually where we're hanging out, but we've been a sell plenty of seasons. Got our rewards and everything. Got our tag. Nice. Drop the company name. The only reason I'm not fricking with him is honestly just because my friend still works there, and I don't really want him to lose his job, regardless of, because he is a cool dude. It's just the CEO literally had a mental breakdown and crashed out super hard and to refuse to pay me. If my friend ever gets fired, which the CEO crashed out so hard one day that he actually threatened to fire him, if he ever gets fired, I'm burying that company on socials. For sure. Easy little 1K like tweet. There's nothing startup loves more than having a reputation for not paying people. Your friend should escape now? Well, the thing is, it was his idea to bring me on, which is why the CEO was such a dick about it, because he's like, this guy's doing stuff that I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay him, blah, blah, blah. But what makes me laugh is like, the way the CEO, he was leaking DMs to me, by the way, which hopefully the CEO never watches this, but the guy was literally just like, it was your idea to bring him in. I can't be burning this money. Like $1,000 is so much money. And it's like, buddy, you're the one that approved this contract. Like your signature is on my contract. What are you talking about, dude? Like, you're telling me, oh, $1,000 is so much. Okay, cool, then maybe you should have paid me less if you can't pay that. I don't know, man. I just feel like any person who's willing to burn $2,000 a month would, if they saw something that they weren't 100% satisfied with, they'd at least say, hey man, can we talk about going forward how to do this, and then pay me my 1,000, you know? That's to me. Like, even if my videos were absolute dog, which I can tell you for sure they were not. Like, even if they were absolute dog poop, like poop from a butt, in the words of Nikki Jakey, like, it would still be worthy of getting paid at least my first thing and then getting notes on how to improve it. And then if I'm still fricking it up, you know, by the end of the month, yeah, fire me. I don't care. Whatever. But you still owe me money, you know? I do contract. If it's the way you say it is, not when he's undismissive, then yeah, he screwed up. Well, I'll have your buddy check the history, make sure everything lines up. A couple months before that issue popping up. I mean, it's not even a couple of months. Literally, I just didn't get paid. Like, that was my first 2 weeks in the job, or on that contract, and he literally just refused to pay me for anything I did. That's where I was confused. Because I was like, really? We couldn't even get one pay period in before you screw me over, dude? Mistakes keep happening. Yeah, I know he really cut my buddy's budget. He was gonna get paid to go to a God, my brain is turned off. It's called convention, and do a giveaway for Switch 2, and also advertise the app and whatnot. And then like literally with like after my friend has been spent literally, I'm talking like 30 hours a week doing planning and like having meetings, constantly negotiating booths and time and getting social media posts out across different socials or whatever, getting, you know, all this stuff negotiated. And then like literally with 3 days before the convention, they're like, yeah, I don't want to spend that money anymore, so you're not going. It's like, what? And that's why it's just like, dude, this guy is just, he's just such a freaking weirdo when it comes to money. Like, why even start a company when you're like, wait, I have to pay for things? They don't just happen? I'm like, buddy, you didn't learn that when you're getting your MBA or something? That you actually have to, you know, spend money to pay people for services? Found someone cheaper. Maybe, I don't know. About 3 months for the first check is coming soon to we're closing the business. Yep. Yeah, I just had, so honestly, the moment the guy just said like, yeah, I'm not paying you, I'm just like, no, you're gonna pay me or I'm eventually gonna take this small claims court, and they have not responded yet. So I'm like, all right, well, ball's in my court, I guess. You have to pay for goods and services? Yep. I'm just blown away the gall of this guy to literally get one payment period and he just admits like, I'm not paying me. He didn't even do it directly, he literally did it through an intermediary, which I think is literally the most, like, and I'm not saying this is like an alpha male, whatever. Such a pussy move, you know? Like, if you're gonna not pay me, if you're gonna screw me over like a contractor, at the very least, take the call yourself and tell me. Don't, hey, worker, can you tell this guy for me? I don't wanna confront him. But also, I'm the big tough CEO. Shut the fuck up, dude. The only thing I'm a little anxious about is in that contract is like, I did technically stop doing my job after the second week, mainly just because I saw that I wasn't getting paid. So I do wonder if they're like, well, you didn't follow through on your end, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, even if the settlement is just pay me $1,000, I'd be content with that. But at the very least, I'm like, yeah, the moment I saw the payment not immediately coming through, I'm like, buddy, I've worked in esports for 3-4 years. I know exactly this dance. The moment you're delaying me on paying, it means you literally don't have the money or you're trying to not pay me the money. That's the only two explanations. It's never an accounting error. It's never any of that. It's literally you just don't want to pay me. Oh, you have to get added to our system, buddy. That does not take 17 days to do. Like, you can pay me right now. Oh, the accounting person is out. I do not care. You can Venmo me and then pay yourself. Like, you can pay me in some way. I know you can. I've been in queue for 10 minutes, gonna throw my setup, get wrecked, chef. That's what happens when you win. 70 days, that's rich. But that's literally what it is. They just like, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, the accounting person is it. I remember back in the day, now defunct esports org Rogue, who then got bought up by Koi. They owed me $650, and they owed another one of my friends like $1,800. And they literally were not paying. They kept having excuses. They would ghost emails. And then we both said like, hey, we're both pretty well known in Rocket League. We have a decent social following. We are going to tweet out that you're refusing to pay us if you do not pay us soon. And after months of them hemming and hawing and being like, I don't know if we can pay. I mean, the accounting person is, I mean, well, we just need to make sure your paperwork's correct. Literally within one day, they paid directly to our accounts. I'm like, you guys are such freaking bandits over here. Literally a day later. So I'm like, oh, what a surprise. The moment I actually give you a consequence and a risk, you're like, oh, that money. Oh, I'm sorry, we got it, don't worry. And I'm just like, dude, suffer. You don't deserve to be happy. Multi-million valuation, by the way. Heavy legal history. Are you like a tort lawyer or something? Why is no one have Discord? Maybe no one wants to be in Discord right now. What happened to that king guy? I don't know who you're talking about. Man, good pass. I got to that so fast that I realized I was actually not getting the angle I needed. It's fine. Ace cut right now. Oh, that's real sad. Okay, well. 12x king. Oh, I was thinking king. I was like, it started with king. I'm like, what are you talking about? 12x king comes from time to time. Honestly, he stopped coming in when I called him out. Low key. I called him out because I'm like, yo, straight up, dude, you come in the beginning to say first, and then if you're not first, you're like, dang, and then you never come back again. Which is like a very weird way to view. You just come in once and be like, all right, bye. And I'm like, all right, why even come in at the end, at the all if you're not going to watch? Yeah, you got gifted a membership. That's like a small child. There it is. Nice dunk. Bye. Oh, that's an own goal. Yeah. Has been kind of rocky to say the least. Kind of sucks. Now I do a contractual requirement. I should get my bar license, but info is free. Info is free. Oh. For the Nations League? What the heck is a Nations League? Didn't just get a nice setup. Nah, it's a little sloppy. I need to tidy it a little bit, but thank you. So soccer teams, nations in one tournaments. I've never heard of the Nations Cup. Is this new? Ronaldo's still playing on Portugal? Like 38? Really? Is he subbing in, or is he playing and then they take him out? I mean, he's incredibly fit, but... I wonder if LeBron shares how he stays that fit at 40. I don't know if that type of workout would work for the same level of, like, soccer, though. Soccer, you can conserve a lot of your sprinting now, especially if you're a forward or a winger. Messi's definitely playing better competition in MLS. I don't know if the Saudi League is really even matching up the MLS. Ronaldo played 90 minutes in the last match. Good for him. I'd have to think he has to be pretty conservative with his movement nowadays. Also scored? Good for him. Honestly, I just like Messi in the... I like Messi bringing over people because Messi, Luis Suarez, like Jordi Alba, and like Sergio Busquets are all on Inter Miami FC. Which is crazy. I didn't even realize that. I was like, oh man, he's bringing over everyone. But superstars like that are like really fun to see in the MLS. Because it definitely brings the viewership. Every Inter Miami FC game highlights video is like literally the most watched videos on the MLS official channel. Like Messi is doing so much for visibility. And it's the same thing that when like we had David Villa came over I remember a while back, Thierry Henry played for New York Red Bulls. Like, that stuff is, yeah, they'll go to retirement league. Well, I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, players aren't as fit as they used to be. And also they understand that they want to change the relationship. That's literally what Messi said. He's like, yeah, obviously it's Miami. It's a cool city to live in, especially when you're filthy rich. But at the same time, it's like, I kind of want to just take things a little bit more chill. Like, I don't want to have to train like my life depends on it, like in Barcelona. Like, it's kind of nice to just be on a team, have a bunch of competitions with a bunch of loyal fans, and then just, you know, be able to live my life, raise my kids, and, you know, get them, and then still maintain like a decent income while still playing while I'm healthy, you know, because he can still play. I was a lot more complete. I always say that Messi is the best finisher and dribbler I've probably ever seen. But in terms of like, if you were to build a perfect soccer player, your idea of that player would be probably a bit closer to Ronaldo than Messi. They also play in different systems, which is entirely different. Like that Barcelona midfield back in Messi's prime definitely helps for how many goals he's able to score. Not to say Ronaldo never had any help, but like, you know, I think we forget how good that Barcelona team was. Like, you know how long Messi played? He was teammates with Ronaldinho. Like, my God. Nice. Nice, bang. You know, the fact that Ronaldo had his prime in 3 different leagues, but Messi was only prime in La Liga. I don't think that's really relevant in terms of like how good the player is. Like Messi stayed at Barcelona because it's the team that literally gave him a pro career. They gave him the growth supplements that allowed him to actually bulk up enough to actually be competitive. Because without that, he would have just been like super wiry and get shoved off the ball immediately. What makes Messi very good is that he's short, but he's got a short center of gravity and he's very strong. So he's able to kind of like stay on his feet, muscle through challenges, through tackles and whatnot. But on top of that, like Barcelona, that was a very good team. And ultimately the prize isn't really winning La Liga. Like obviously you want to do that, but the prize is more so, you know, Champions League. You dominate 3 leagues. Honestly, yeah, but I don't get this argument because it's like, oh, he proved he could dominate 3. You really think Messi wouldn't be insane in the Premier League? You think he wouldn't be insane in freaking the Saudi leagues, you know? Like, Messi has always been good, and he will always be good because you can use him in whatever role you want on offense, and it'll work out well. Honestly, I just don't. The reason I don't like those questions in chat, like, oh, Messi or Ronaldo, is because it's like they're 2 different players in 2 different systems, and ultimately, when it comes to better players, I just like to enjoy the fact that we had 2 players that we can consider the GOAT playing at the same time. Like, I think that's really interesting. We might never see those 2 levels of players in a long time. Like, there's always be like going to be a world's best players, but the fact that like Ronaldo and Messi are up there for like, they're not just good, they're like up there with a debate of like the best to ever lace up. As much as I love Neymar, like he's never going to reach that. You know? As much as I love Mbappe, I don't think he's going to live up to that. Honestly, don't know what it would take for a player from like a French league, if you stayed most of your career in a French league, like how that would go. Question is Jordan or LeBron? Jordan had the higher peak. LeBron has had a better, like, physical marvel of a career. Like, what LeBron is doing at 40, whether or not you even care about the stats of it, the fact that he is a top 15 player in the NBA statistically, like, making, like, the NBA, or not even that, like, beyond that, like, he's making all NBA second team as a 40-year-old. Like, he's been playing in the NBA at an all-star level for longer than some NBA players have been alive. Like, that is such a wild thing to think about. I think for that alone, people need to recognize just how impressive LeBron is. I don't really care about championships, especially because you look at some of these rosters that LeBron had, they're just dog. But, like, I just feel like Jordan had definitely had the better peak as a player, for sure. like just pure scorer, all-rounder, Michael Jordan's definitely insane. But I just think what LeBron is doing, the fact that people dismiss that, like, whatever, not that impressive, dude, shut up. No player is that good at 40. No player's that good at 38 either. Or like the bunch of those ages. Like, I just wish people marveled at that and just sat back instead of arguing and just been like, you know what? We're living through crazy times right now, witnessing this live. Oh, hey, Catter. Dude, oh my God! If Roz knew that that was a bump, that was a win. That was the winner. What a bump, though. If I hit that a little heavier, though, that's a goal. I'm sorry, Roz. I thought you had that. I'm very confused what you're about to do. My bad. Roz got banned from CRL one time because he was engaging in quite the aggressive banter, let's say. But he's a smart player for sure. CRL World's contender, by the way. I don't think he used that tag, though. No, he does. Okay, cool. Gassed a lot of Roz in his college career. Part of Oakland, a team that was very good and then stopped being good very violently. It's a very shame because they have Peep the Skill, is a pretty good player, and I would love to see him on a better team. Oh. Oh, was trying to get high as possible. That's fine. AC got to turn back. Cool. Man. See, that's a giveaway because the guy's already going all the way to the goal anyway, so it's like, I don't know why you would take the time to hit it forward. Just let me catch it. Yeah, a little bit of a heavy touch, I will admit. Nice up base. Might be dead here. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought he was going to demo me. Playing with the sun is crazy. Honestly, I don't even need Bronny to be that good. I just want him to be at least halfway decent. Based on his G League numbers, it seems like he at least can hang, you know? But he just straight up isn't as gifted as LeBron. But that's not even a put down, because like, imagine if that was the bar. Like, those were the recruitment notes. Isn't as good as LeBron at 18. Okay, cool. Like, imagine that. I think if they gave him a bit more time to cook in college, that'd be one thing. But unfortunately, I think his dad knew he was retiring, and he just really wanted the ability to play with his son, you know? All right, chat, put in your bets. How long is this OT going? Bang, bang, laser. Loaded question, chat. I knew we were about to end it. That's a rough clear, though. Breaking news, Shaq on the loose. If you see him, please report him quickly. Hey, Juan Lopez, how you doing? 2018 playoff LeBron was the best version of Miami Heat LeBron. I could see that. 928. I want to chat at Ace. 928 points. Ace had 927. Lol, get carried. Thoughts on the NBA Finals matchup, pick out? Honestly, I've not been watching a lot of basketball. I try to watch a bit more. Bro, I need one more ball touch. Yeah, too bad, Ace. You're getting carried. You're in the backpack. Holy crap, dude. What a freaking dead weight on that team. Ever add points? YouTube points? I'm kind of against it, especially now that the channel points literally exist within the chat leaderboard, but okay. For the NBA matchup, I don't get the people. I honestly don't think people care about the NBA when people look at OKC and Pacers based on how well both those teams are playing, and they're like, boring NBA Finals matchup. I don't want to watch it. Okay, cool. So God forbid not a massive market team makes it. People want, literally, I think people just want like, I don't know, frickin' New York and LA or frickin', I don't know, would you call Suns a major market team? I would say no. I don't know. They just want massive super teams in the playoffs all day. Like boring, dude. The fact that it's Pacers OKC is huge. OKC is a fantastic organization with great fans. Like, think what you want about SGA. I personally think he's kind of a Weenie Hunt Jr. type of player in terms of like the flopping. Everything else about his game is fine. I just wish if he just didn't flop, it'd be fine. Halliburton is saving NBA single-handedly. He's going to be the next superstar, though, for sure. I want him to face the league. He's like a humble dude. He's got a good sense of humor. He had a banger tweet also after the USA. If you guys also didn't see USA versus France in the Olympics for the gold medal game, that is a banger game. Also, if you've never experienced what it's like to be a fan of the mid-2010s Warriors when Curry was on his peak, watch that game back and witness the best shooting performance you'll ever see in your life. Oh my God, the amount of crazy threes. Curry was just hitting up like nothing in a gold medal match. Also, to this day, probably the best shot I've ever seen in my life. His final three in that game. Stephenson, that shot double team was insane. No, that shot you're thinking of, that shot over a double team yeah, someone in the YouTube comments nailed it. They were like, imagine having KD and LeBron wide open and you take a three-pointer over two players. It is the greatest heat check in the history of competitive basketball. And I'm like, that is so incredibly accurate. Yeah, literally LeBron and KD wide open. But you can even see like KD kept feeding it back to him. Even when he had an open shot or like a one-on-one, an ISO or something. He's like, nah, like, Steph, you're shooting so well, you just need to keep shooting. Like, legitimately, I do not care what it is. Like, just keep shooting. Man, I was hype as hell watching that gold medal game, though. That was a crazy match. Just shows how good international basketball is, though. That French team is no joke. Hey, Crumba. It's getting me fired up to grind, keeping this up in game too. That's the best compliment a streamer can get. So it motivates you to play the game. How do you know everything about basketball or and soccer? I don't know really everything about basketball. Basketball, soccer, and Rocket League are my three favorite esports / sports. So I actually just did a Madden cast, and the production guy just told me that if there's ever Madden or college football in the future, that I can get selected for that. I'm excited. That's really dope. I've always wanted to cast more esports. College football in 2 months, Pog. Time to see the Bill Belichick experiment live. I'm interested to see what Colorado does with all the exposure and money they were able to generate in that program. Like how they're going to be able to transform that program, especially in their recruiting classes, you know? Because you know there's probably a bunch of people who probably in that year witnessing how much money those NAL players were getting paid on top of like Deion's culture. They were like, dude, I want to go to Buffalo now. Kind of want to open up Monster Train too. Monster Train? See how randomly jumps forward at times, it seems? Yep. Try to predict that height. Why are we following the ball like that? It's a roguelike deck builder. Probably most similar to Slay the Spire, but still pretty different. Interesting. So bye. See you, Juan Lopez. JK, by the way, damn, he got me. Am I playing with people whose medullas are not attached? Are these comatose patients? Oh, he doubled at that. Yike. Losing to a 1578. It's over, chat. Man, we're almost at 1800 again. I'm the only one who's tomorrow's my last day of school. I guess. Yeah, honestly, around the first week of June was always my last week of school, night school. I've been ranking against Clemson 27 upset spark season for 8 weeks. Duke beat Clemson? What the heck? When's the last time Duke has been good at football, to be honest? I'm not asking that as an insult. I genuinely don't know. Two seasons ago? We were ranked in the 20s? Oh, I didn't know that. I'm learning. Nope. All right, chat. Getting a little tired. I think we might call this after this game. Not wanting to disrespect the chat, you always say what's on my mind. Oh, no, you're fine. If you said damn and you think that's a swear in this chat, do not worry. You know, general rule is, you know, try not to swear, but if you swear, not a big deal. No, I screwed it up. I was wide open too. Just thought about it. Oh, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I'd tell you if it was a problem. As long as it's not like literally every single message is you being like, dropping the F-bomb, you know, saying shit, whatever, you know? It's like, then it's like, okay, can you like tone it down a little bit? But like, if you're dropping it occasionally, it's fine. Didn't Taco was robbed in another hotel, escaped another police chief, but still robbing houses. Dude, I've got a horrible alibi if I'm still getting accused of that stuff. I'm literally currently streaming live and they're just like, yeah, but he could be in 2 places at once. I like the part where Stingray doesn't pass it back and instead just leaves the ball in the middle. Is this Mafia chat? Who's your best viewer? It's everyone, and then you're in last time scale. I don't think of viewers as best viewers. It's weird to rank people like that. This lobby is giving sleep deprivation. It's incredible how often like my teammates are trying to do something, and I'm like, honestly, if you didn't do that, it would have been great. I need you to do less, teammate. Don't. Why are you powering that? Stinger, you're about to get flicked so hard, dude. It's 1-1, but I also just want to forfeit. Honestly, I'm so sick of how these guys are playing. The fact that you have a challenge attack Stingray is mind-blowing to me. I just don't understand why he's delaying everything so much. He's so slow, and then occasionally he'll play super fast, but it's like you're not dialed into a good speed right now. Like, I'm really just not a fan of how he's playing. Oh, that was a huge waste of possession. Sorry about that. Oh, wow. That was a bold move. Also, I'm getting kind of irritated. It's only because we were like a game or two off at 1800, and then we lost the last one on throw. And now we're trying to gain it all the way back. Top corner. That's insane. Stingray, stop turning upfield. I'm just like, how do you get this tag chasing the ball like this? Jesus. All right, night. Night, everybody. I don't want to reward Stingray with points, even if we did come back on that one. Drop a like, drop a sub if you're new. I'm super tired, so I can't deal with that anymore. But we'll probably be live tomorrow. And other than that, yeah, stay safe. Mwah.